A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Another cup of Maxwell House coffee, George?
Sure. Pour me a cup, Gracie. Maxwell House is always good to the last drop.
And that drop's good, too.
Yes, it's Maxwell House Coffee Time, starring George Burns and Gracie Allen. With yours truly, Bill Goodwin, the postman, Mel Blanc, our guest, Ben Gage, the music of Meredith Wilson and his orchestra. For your Thursday night comedy enjoyment, it's George and Gracie. And for your everyday coffee drinking enjoyment, it's Maxwell House. With extra flavor in the blend because of choice Latin American coffees skillfully combined. Extra flavor in the cup because Radiant Roast develops the full flavor of every coffee bean. And the result is that today more people buy Maxwell House than any other brand of coffee in the world. Well, there's lots of excitement in the Burns home today. Gracie has just received word that she's to go to New York and write up the Lewis Kahn Championship fight for her newspaper column.
Of all people to cover a prize fight, what do you know about boxing?
I happen to be an authority on sports.
You?
Oh, there may be one or two fine points on boxing that I'm not up on, like how many there are on the side.
How many on a side?
Of course, I can figure it out for myself. Just tell me how many there are altogether.
Maybe the names of the fighters will give you a hint. It's the Joe Louis-Billy Kahn fight.
Oh, four, huh?
Yeah. Joe and Kahn fight Billy and Louis. Look, Gracie, there are only two men in a prize fight. One on a side.
Just one?
That's all.
Oh, it's a pretty small-time sport, huh?
Yes, not doing well.
Imagine only one on the side. Why, in baseball, they must have 5 or 6.
Thank goodness I'm going to the Louis Kahn fight with you. Even if somebody got knocked out, you wouldn't know who won.
Is it hard to tell if someone is knocked out?
Certainly not. Let's say you were unconscious for more than 10 seconds. No, in your case, that wouldn't prove anything. I'll put it this way. If you were perfectly still for 10 seconds, they call you a knockout.
Oh. Well, let me move a little, and they'd like me even better.
Forget about the technical part of the fight. I'll take care of that for you.
Oh, thank you, dear. Who do you think will win, Louis or Kahn?
Well, I don't know. Pretty close fight.
Oh, yes, but your judgment is uncanny. Remember last year how you told me who'd win the World Series and the Rose Bowl game and the golf championship? Oh, come on. Who's going to win the fight?
Well, I pick Louis.
Oh, gee, that lucky Kahn.
No, this time I'm right.
Let's make a little bet, huh?
Okay. What do you want to bet?
Well, if my man wins, you buy me a pair of nylons.
Okay.
And if your man wins, I buy them myself.
You want to handle this yourself?
Yes.
This bet?
Yes.
You don't want the Morris office to handle it?
No.
Look, I'd like to win something, too. How about a box of cigars, the cigars I smoke?
Oh, well, the house would smell better if you smoked nylon.
Never mind the bet. When do they want you to come to New York?
Oh, right away. I'm supposed to go to the fighters' training camps and interview them.
You'll get the thrill of your life at those training camps.
Yeah?
Those boxers really have terrific physiques.
Oh, that won't thrill me.
No?
No. What thrill is there left for a woman once she's looked at you?
Me?
You're top judge. So why should I look at anyone else? Does the peacock's mate look at the sparrow?
Well,
Does the lion's mate look at the alley cat?
Gracie.
Does the baboon's mate look at the monkey?
Okay, forget it. I still say I'm not the physical type. I'm just not built like those guys.
Well, I think you... Come in.
Hi, Burnses. What's new?
Bill, I'd like to ask you a question. Don't you think George is built like a boxer?
Yeah, he's built sort of like a boxer.
Well, thanks, Bill.
Of course, he's got a lot of poodle in him, too.
Bill, Gracie didn't mean a boxer dog. She meant a prize fighter.
Oh, a prize fighter.
Yes. George and I are going to the Lewis Kahn fight, and I'm reporting it for my newspaper column.
Oh, gee, lucky you, Gracie. Who's going to take over your radio program?
Say, that's right. We've got to get someone to take over our program.
Sure.
Not only while we're in New York, but for the whole summer.
Well, George, I got a little show I could put on. It's a sort of a simplified quiz program.
Simplified?
Yes, I have only beautiful girls for contestants, and I ask only one question.
Well, that doesn't sound like much fun.
Oh, if I get the right answer, it'll be a riot.
Nothing doing, Willie. You're not taking over the summer show.
Well, George, I wouldn't want to be the top man of the Maxwell House program just for the summer.
No?
No, I'd rather be like I am now, top man the whole year.
Goodbye, Star.
So long, Stooge.
Well, now, George, this is a real problem. It won't be easy to find a man to replace you.
You really mean that, Gracie?
Well, I certainly do. I know. We'll get Jack Benny, Bing Crosby, and Orson Welles.
All three of them?
Sure, they're off the air now. They'll help you look for someone.
I see. Well, if we don't get someone to take over the show, we'll just have to miss the big fight.
Oh, dear, I'd hate to miss that.
So would I.
I'll go, dear.
Yes, you go, dear.
Good morning, Mrs. Burns. Here's your mail.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Postman.
Is something wrong today? You sound a bit perturbed.
Oh, I am. My husband and I are just dying to see the world's champion fighter.
Well, drop by my house anytime my wife is home.
Oh, no, Mr. Postman, not your wife. Joe Louis is the world's champion fighter.
Well, if he likes to think so, let him have his little dream.
Anyhow, the fight's in New York, and we can't go unless we find someone to take over our radio show this summer.
Well, I know a very clever comedian who's available. A droll fellow who prostrates one and all with his witticisms and also has a most infectious laugh.
You do? Who is he? You?
Oh, yes. I fractured them at the post office. Yesterday I had them laying in the aisles. Several of them were run over by mail trucks.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd never make a radio comedian, Mr. Postman.
You're right. My voice is more the Ronald Coleman type.
Yes, that's it. Well, thanks for bringing me this letter.
You're welcome. Oh, goodbye, Mrs. Burns. Remember,
Keep smiling.
just what I had in mind.
Who was it, Gracie?
Oh, the postman with a letter. Oh, look. It's from Radio Life magazine.
Well, open it up.
Dear George and Gracie, each year Radio Life magazine presents a group of awards for outstanding radio performances. This year, it is our pleasure to give your program the award for musical achievement.
Well, I'll be done. At last. Though April showers may come your way.
Oh, you really deserve the award, Sugar Throat.
Well, I didn't know my voice was that good.
Ah, Judge, you're too modest. Just name another singer who's 1/10 as good as you are.
Well, Frank Sinatra.
Him?
Sure. He's 1/10 as good as I am.
Sinatra? Oh, why, you make him look sick. At least you help.
I guess so.
Sing some more.
Oh, Gracie.
Oh, please, George. I'm mad about sweet things, and nothing in the world is sweeter than your voice.
Well,
So open up the jug of your throat and pour the molasses of melody all over me.
okay. Though April showers may come your way, they bring flowers that bloom in May.
Oh, you Oh, darling, Radio Life couldn't possibly have picked anyone else.
And we're not... I guess not. Was that all they had to say in their letter?
Now, there's one more paragraph. Let's see what's this. Oh, your program features one of the truly great musical artists of radio.
And though it's raining...
And therefore, we confer this award upon Meredith Wilson.
I have no regrets because Meredith Wilson...
Forgetting that he's a musician, too.
But why did they give him the award instead of me?
Oh, well, who cares? But, George, it's a wonderful break for us. If they think Meredith is that good, he can do the program this summer, and we can go to New York.
You think he can handle it?
Oh, sure. We'll have a wonderful time at the fight. Oh, just one thing. Don't let Joe Louis or Billy Kahn hear you sing. It might stop the fight.
Stop the fight?
Well, yeah, if they heard you sing, they'd forget to hit each other. Right on you.
Let's call Meredith and tell him the news.
Yeah, let's.
Meredith Wilson and his orchestra. Back home in Tennessee. Now, there's a tune to hang some memories on, Meredith.
Especially for some folks, Bill. Folks who remember a certain famous dining room in Nashville, for instance. 2 stories high it was, with Grecian columns on marble bases. And sculptured fruit and game on the ceiling.
Yes, and maybe they remember, too, some of the famous people they saw in that dining room. Statesmen, authors, generals, actors, actresses, and presidents of the United States. And then nobody could forget the famous dishes of Antoine, the imported chef, or the wonderful coffee, especially blended for people used to the very best. And you know, Meredith, that old hotel still stands in Nashville, the old Maxwell House, a lasting reminder of a well-loved part of our American scene. And I can't help thinking, too, how that famous coffee, named after the Maxwell House, has itself become a real part of the American scene. For through the years, more and more people have discovered its rich, mellow flavor, until today more people buy Maxwell House than any other coffee in America. Yes, it's Maxwell House wherever you go. And it's easy to understand, for Maxwell House is such a skillful blend of really superb Latin American coffees, each chosen for its own special contribution. Manizales for mellowness. Medellins for richness. Other choice Latin American coffees for vigor. And Bucaramangas for full body. The result is a blend so deliciously satisfying that north, east, south, and west, people ask again and again for Maxwell House. Coffee they know is good to the last drop.
I called Meredith Wilson, George, and he's on his way over right now.
You know, Gracie, even though Radio Life did pick him as the top musical director, I wonder if he can handle our summer
Oh,
show.
of course he can. Now, let's finish packing. He can close this bag for me.
Holy smoke, it's jam full. How am I going to close it?
Use your brain. Sit on it.
Okay.
There. Oh, you're wonderful, dear. Joe Louis and Billy Kahn may have bigger arms and shoulders than you, but I'll bet you can close a suitcase better than either of them.
Thanks, kid. Whose stuff is in that grip? Yours or mine?
Well, I divided it up. I didn't want to hog all the room.
Well, good.
So I put in my shoes and my dresses and my coats and my undies and my purses and your toothbrush.
Well, that's fine. I'll have clean teeth and no socks.
Well, smile pretty and no one will look at your feet.
Maybe I shouldn't leave at all. Maybe Meredith can handle our summer program.
Oh, now stop worrying. Meredith is a tremendously talented, capable, hard-working, conscientious man.
Oh, he's all that. And more.
More?
Yeah, he's also a pretty big jerk.
Why, George Burns, that's a fine way to talk about your dearest friend.
Well,
Apologize this minute.
But
You take that back, what you said about Meredith Wilson being a big jerk.
Okay, I take it back.
Well, that's better. The way you talk, you'd think he was one on purpose.
Well, I'm pretty worried about it being the right man to take charge of a radio show.
Oh, nonsense of you. Come in.
Good day, all.
Oh, hello, all.
Congratulations on winning the Radio Life Music Award, Meredith.
Well, thank you, Gracie. It's nice of you to congratulate me. But what about the 28 members of my orchestra?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they haven't congratulated me yet.
They will. Look, Meredith, do you think you can really put on a good show for us this summer?
I have no qualms about it whatsoever, George. My whole life has been devoted to music since I was a lad in Mason City, Iowa.
Really, Meredith?
Through an advertisement, I learned that I could get a fruit by selling 5,000 cakes of Lucy's Lavender Lilac Soap.
Oh, and you sold that many?
Yes, my relations bought the entire 5,000 cakes. And to this very day, you can smell a Wilson a mile away.
And close up, it's overpowering.
Oh, Meredith, I envy you. I wish I came from a more musical family. My sister studied the cello for 16 years, but she never learned to play it.
Why wasn't she able to master the instrument?
Well, for the first 12 years, she thought she was supposed to blow into it. That was Bessie.
Yes.
I trust that she eventually learned the proper position in which to play the cello.
Oh, yes, but then she ran into more trouble. She was so knock-kneed, she kept smashing it.
Too bad she wasn't bow-legged like your other sister.
Hazel?
Hazel, yeah.
Well, to return to my musical background.
Yes, let's return. Yes.
I became a member of the Mason City Farm and Fireside Philharmonic. And in less than a year, I was playing first flute and second bass.
Second base, too?
Yes, the Philharmonic also had a baseball team.
Okay, Meredith, that's enough musical background.
Yes, Meredith, we're proud to place our summer program in your capable hands.
Now, wait a minute.
Thank you, Gracie. I'm sure that my efforts shall be well received. In Mason City alone, 60,000 ears will be listening every Thursday.
60,000 ears? Well, that's 30,000 people.
Yeah, assuming they run two to a customer, maybe.
Yes, that's just what it averages. Walter Bunker has only one ear, but Charlie Buck fortunately has three.
Well, that is...
Well, I'm going out now to engage talent for the summer show. Goodbye, all.
Goodbye, all. Gracie, I've worked hard all season, telling great jokes, building up our program. And now you turn it over to that schnook. Why, people will laugh at him.
Well, it's just for the summer. When you come back, they'll stop laughing.
Go pack your bags. So that's why I called you over, Bill. Mm-hmm. Gracie has told Meredith he can do the summer show, and frankly, I'm wondering if it'll be a success.
Well, it's bound to be, George. I'll be on it.
Has Meredith hired you?
Well, you don't think he'd try to put on a show without me, do you? He may be dumb, but he's not demented.
Show couldn't go on without you.
Are you kidding, George? Do you realize what would happen to Maxwell House coffee if I weren't on?
People would stop drinking it?
Oh, no, they wouldn't stop drinking it. Maxwell House is too good. but it'd be a lot weaker.
The coffee would be weaker if you were none.
Well, naturally, millions of women crying and all those tears dropping into the coffee.
In other words, you don't think Meredith could find a man with as much sex appeal as you, huh?
Oh, he could find one with almost as much, but it'd take a couple of months to train him.
Train him?
Yes, you see, Gable's never done any announcing.
Yeah, well, we got to break him in.
Yes. Well, so don't worry about things this summer, George. They'll be fine. Now, how's this for the opening announcement of the Meredith Wilson show? It's Maxwell House Coffee Time, starring Bill Goodwin.
The Meredith Wilson show.
Yeah.
You left Meredith out completely, and he's your friend.
Oh, I'm sorry, George. Well, how's this? It's Maxwell House Coffee Time, starring Bill Goodwin, and featuring the music of Bill Goodwin's friend.
Yes. This show can make Meredith bigger than Singing Sam. The name Goodwin still seems to creep in there.
Well, it's a name that'll attract attention, George, a household word. Everyone knows the name Goodwin. It conjures up the picture of a tall, handsome man.
Okay, I guess you're set. Come in.
Hello, are you Mr. Burns?
That's right.
Well, my name is Ben Gage. Meredith Wilson sent me over. I'm going to be the announcer on the summer show.
They moved the Woolworth building, didn't they? You're going to be the announcer on the summer show.
That's right, Shorty.
Shorty, why, you blonde beanpole? My name is Goodwin, Bill Goodwin.
Oh, pleased to meet you. What do you do, Mr. Goodhue?
Goodwin. I'm with the Maxwell House Coffee people.
Oh, really? Do you grind the beans?
No, I don't grind the beans.
Well, what do you do, Mr. Goodley?
Goodwin.
Surely you're not in the stock room. That's pretty heavy work for a fellow your age.
No, I'm not in the stock room. I sell Maxwell House coffee.
Oh, you have a grocery store. Well, where's it located, Mr. Goodspeed?
George, would you please tell Stratosphere Head my name?
Oh, sure. It's a name everyone knows. A household word.
Yes.
Glowcoat.
Oh, George.
Brillo? Bicidol?
Yeah, Bill Bicidol.
Oh, how do, Bob? Glad to know you.
Pay no attention to George. My name is Goodwin, Bill Goodwin.
Well, I'm glad we got that straightened out.
So am I.
Now, what did you say your connection was with Maxwell House Coffee?
I drink it.
Well, believe me, you're drinking the best, Mr. Goodsmith.
Now, look, the wavy wig,
Maxwell House is appetizing, rich, full-bodied, and mellow.
Look, friend,
Coffee at its full-flavored best. Good to the last drop.
Look, buddy,
What are you trying to say, Mr. Goodgosh?
Good gosh. Now, wait a minute, Peroxide Top. I
know it's hard for you to express yourself, but even you, with no voice and no personality, should be able to say that Maxwell House is tops. Why, more people buy and enjoy Maxwell House than any other brand of coffee in the world. Now, what do you think of that, Mr. Good Humor?
George, did you hear that? Good humor, good gosh, good speed, good Smith. I'm getting out of here.
So long, Newman. Well,
Newman,
that's
eh?
that, yes.
I thought his name was Goodwin.
It used to be. Well, Ben, I'm glad you're going to work on the summer show with Meredith.
Well, the pleasure's all mine, Mr. Burns.
I'll call Gracie and I'll tell her the news. Oh, Gracie.
Yes, dear.
Gracie, this is Ben Gage, the man Meredith picked to announce our summer show. Ben, this is my wife.
How do you do?
Hello. My, it's nice to meet someone your size in these days of shortages.
You and Ben get acquainted, Gracie. I'll go out to the garage and get the trunk.
Ben Gage. You know, that name sounds familiar somehow. Was it in the newspapers recently?
Well, yes. You see,
don't tell me. Let me guess. Did you strike against somebody, or did somebody strike against you?
Well, neither one.
Oh, and how did you get in the newspapers?
Well, I got married. My wife is Esther Williams.
Oh, of course, the famous swimmer. You lucky man. Esther is so young and so beautiful, so glamorous and exotic. We're entirely different.
You're entirely different?
Yes, I can't swim a stroke.
Oh, I see.
Well, now let's get down to business, Mr. Gage. Does George feel that you're the man for our summer show?
Well, yes, he seems to.
Well, when a woman has a clever husband whose judgment she respects, she should take his opinion with no questions asked. In my case, I'll ask a few.
All right.
Now, first, I want to find out if you know enough about radio to handle the job. Now, I'm warning you, these questions will be pretty technical.
I'm ready.
What do you do when you want to listen to a program on a radio set?
Well, I turn it on.
Mm-hmm. And when you're tired of listening?
I turn it off.
Uh-huh. Well, so much for the technical stuff. Now, next, what talent do you have?
Well, in addition to announcing, I do a little singing.
Oh, you sing.
Yes.
Well, that may change everything. You're good enough to take Bill's place, but are you good enough to take George's place?
Well, does he sing?
Does he sing? Why, he couldn't sound more like a bird if he had feathers on his tonsils.
Well, gee, I didn't know.
Oh, you'll never equal him, but you might get by. Let's hear your voice.
All right. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Mm-hmm. Very pretty. Can you sing in English, too?
Oh, yes.
Well, I'm very favorably impressed. On the whole, I think you'll do.
Though April showers may come your way. April flowers that bloom in May.
Well, Mr. Gage, did you hear that?
Yes, where'd it come from?
Out and back. Not bad, huh?
It's wonderful. In these days of no butter, you're very smart to keep a cow.
What?
Oh, gee, did I say something wrong?
Well, you certainly did. That
Well,
was George singing. And if that's all you know about music, we don't want you on our program.
Oh, honest, Mrs. Burns, I didn't mean to say...
George, come in here. The idea of mistaking my husband for a cow. They're nothing alike. Whoever saw a cow with bags under its eyes?
Did you call me, Gracie?
Yes. Mr. Gage won't do it all, dear. You have to stay here and handle the summer program yourself.
But, Gracie, I'm all set to go to New York.
No, you stay here, George.
Now, wait a minute. Who's the boss in this family?
You are.
You bet I am. Now, do I go to New York or do I stay here?
You stay here.
But you said I was the boss.
Well, you can have the title as long as I get my way.
Now, please, Gracie, I want to go.
No, George, and that's final.
Let me try to persuade her, Mr. Burns.
What can you do?
Yes, it's all your fault anyhow, you tone-deaf music hater.
Well, I know it is, and I despise myself for offending such a charming and lovely girl.
And that sort of talk won't do you a bit of good.
Surely you won't refuse to give me another chance. One so young and fair couldn't be so cruel.
Now you stop that.
But I'm sure the tenderness of your heart must match the beauty of your face.
Give up, Ben. It's no use.
You keep out of this, George.
But he's not getting anywhere.
That's what you think.
Huh?
Finish what you were saying, Ben. And, George, you finish packing.
Well, hallelujah.
George and Gracie really do begin their vacations next week, but they'll be back in September with all of us. Till then, Meredith Wilson will take over Maxwell House Coffee Time. You'll hear Meredith Wilson's music, the singing of Ben Gage and the King Sisters. It'll be a half hour later over most of these stations. To be sure, check your local newspaper.
Oh, goody, goody Jello pudding tonight. It tastes like Grandma's, only more so.
You ain't kidding, that's right. And just as Jello's 6 delicious locked-in flavors can't be beaten, so the proof of Jello pudding's in the eating.
The Jello twins are hard to find, but keep on looking in your store. When sugar shortages are over, there'll be more.
Just the taste of Jello pudding or of Jello, and you know it's the one and only Jello.
Another cup of Maxwell House coffee, George?
Sure, pour me a cup, Gracie. Maxwell House is always good to the last drop.
That drop's good, too.
Yes, it's Maxwell House Coffee Time, starring George Burns and Gracie Allen. With yours truly, Bill Goodwin, the music of Meredith Wilson and his orchestra, and our happy postman. For your Thursday night comedy enjoyment, it's George and Gracie. And for your everyday coffee drinking enjoyment, it's Maxwell House. The coffee that gives you so much more for so little more that it's bought and enjoyed by more people than any other brand of coffee in the world. Yes, Maxwell House. Expertly blended and radiant roasted for rich, mellow, extra flavor. Maxwell House. The coffee that's always good to the last drop. Well, George Burns is one of those lucky men whose wife looks after him. In fact, if it hadn't been for Gracie, George would never have gotten away for that rest in the pines. It all started last week when Gracie said...
George?
Yes, dear?
Our radio program goes back on the air next week, and I think you ought to get away for a little rest before you start to work.
Oh, but I don't need a rest, Gracie. I feel wonderful.
Oh, now, dear, I know how hard you work once the radio season starts. Standing up there in front of that microphone, pouring into it all the charm and talent that is you.
Do you really think my personality comes over the radio, Gracie?
Oh, darling, radio was made for you. And when television comes...
Yeah?
Well, let's worry about that when it comes.
In the meantime, we'll save our money.
Now, you go away for a rest.
I'll hold it, of course.
I've made a reservation for you at Pine Lake in the Pines. A week of fishing will put you in shape for the season.
But, Gracie, I feel absolutely wonderful. Why should I go fishing?
Well, darling, all men go fishing in the summer. From the president on down. I heard a radio commentator discussing it this morning. He said President Truman's out on a yacht, most of the congressmen are at some lake, and the rest of the country's up the creek.
He's got something there.
Now, dear, go pack your gun and your fishing rod and head for Pine Lake in the Pines.
How about you?
Oh, you don't want a woman tagging along to a place like that. That's for big, strong he-men like you. Oh, I can see you now, blazing away at a mountain trout or reeling in a covey of quail.
Or harpooning a deer.
Sure.
Professional harpooner. Look, but won't you be terribly lonesome if I go away for a week?
Well, of course I will, George. I'll miss you so much I won't be able to stand it in this house without you.
You poor kid. Where'll you go?
Oh, who knows where I might wander in my loneliness. Magnum, Sachs, Bullocks, the May Company.
Oh, so that's why you'd like to get me out of town. So you can go on a shopping spree.
Well, I do shop much better when you're out of town.
Gracie, I'm not going to Pine Lake while you spend all my money on new clothes. Besides, I don't need a rest. I'm in the pink.
But think what a week up there will do for you. When you come back, you'll be in the red.
Yes, I'll even be healthier.
Well, I'll tell you what, dear. If you go to Pine Lake in the Pines, I'll promise to only window shop while you're gone.
Only window shop?
Yes.
Huh?
I'll buy only what I see in the windows.
Yes, that's better that way.
You know, I made a reservation for you, and I've got all your clothes packed.
Well, I guess I might as well. You'll go shopping either way.
Oh, you'll feel wonderful when you come back with your lungs full of that sweet-scented pine air.
It's a shame you have to miss it.
Oh, well, that's all right. When you come back, you can breathe on me.
I'll do that. Goodbye, dear.
Goodbye, dear.
And so George went away for a week of solid rest at Pine Lake in the Pines. We find him now just returning home. And how do you think he feels? Just the way you felt when you got home from your vacation.
George, my big, strong He-Man is back.
Oh, help me in the door, Gracie.
Darling, what's the matter?
I haven't slept for a week. Some wise guy got my reservation. I had to sleep on the ground.
Oh, you poor boy. Sit down and tell me all about it.
I'm covered with mosquito bites. But I'm so sunburned I can't scratch them.
Oh, darling. Sit down and tell me all about it.
Not only that, I got poison ivy.
Oh, where?
Right here.
Oh, kneel down and tell me all about
I feel awful. What a week.
But wasn't it wonderful smelling the pine air?
I don't know. I couldn't smell it.
Why not?
My nose closed up. I'm allergic to pine trees.
Oh, you poor darling.
I sneezed the whole time I was there.
Oh, what a shame. But I'll cure your allergy. I'll have you on your feet in no time.
Thanks.
Now, let's see. What is that remedy I heard about? You soak your feet in a gallon of Epsom salts and drink a hot lemonade. Or do you soak your feet in the hot lemonade and drink a gallon of Epsom salts? George, which do you think would get you on your feet quicker?
I think somebody else better
No,
kill me.
excuse me, dear. I'll see who's at the door.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Burns. Here's your mail.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Postman. You've been away on a vacation, haven't you?
Yes. I spent 2 weeks at the beach, letting the sun turn my superb body into a bronze thing of splendor. Now I'm simply bursting with energy.
Well, you're certainly luckier than my husband. At least you didn't come home with a frightful affliction.
Oh, yes, I did. My wife was with me.
Oh, no. I didn't mean your wife. I meant something like an allergy. Poor George just got back from the pine woods with a terrible allergy.
Oh, it's too bad he didn't go swimming with me. It would have given him new vigor.
Oh, yeah, he could use it.
Does your husband do the backstroke?
Well, he did when we were first married. Now I'm lucky if he holds my hand.
Oh, you say some whimsical things, Mrs. Burns.
Well, I'm sorry George didn't go with you, Mr. Postman. It certainly turned you into a tower of strength.
Oh, you're so right. Single-handed, I fought 4 brawny lifeguards, ripping, tearing, slugging, crunching, scratching. They were after my wife.
Oh, did you beat them?
No, they overpowered me and rescued her anyway. Well, goodbye, Mrs. Burns. Remember, keep smiling.
Good old school days. Meredith.
Yes,
They
Bill.
say this is going to be the biggest school year in history.
Entirely right. Already the kids are hitting the concrete and cobblestone schoolyards from Boston to San Francisco.
Yep, to say nothing of the big school buses rolling through the farmlands. And this year especially, the XGIs are pouring onto 100 campuses. A slide rule in one hand and, mighty often, a bundle of three-cornered pants in the other. Sure enough, the yearly trek back to school is more than ever a real and vital part of the American scene. And you know, in its own way, Maxwell House coffee is a very real part of the American scene, too. Coffee, well, coffee, after all, is America's favorite drink. And Maxwell House is America's favorite coffee, bought and enjoyed by more people than any other brand. North, east, south, and west, it's Maxwell House wherever you go. It's flavor that tells this popularity story, of course. The mellow, full-bodied Maxwell House flavor that results from the skillful blending of these premium Latin American coffees. Manizales for mellowness. Medellins for richness. Other fine coffees for vigor. And Bucaramangas for full body. adding up to great coffee at its flavor peak. Listen, friends, why not enjoy the very best in coffee drinking pleasure? You can, and at a fraction of a cent more per cup than the cheapest coffee sold. Next time, ask for Maxwell House, the coffee that's always good to the last drop.
Oh, George, I'm terribly sorry about your vacation. Imagine going to the pine woods and finding out you're allergic to pine trees.
Yeah. Never had such a miserable...
Oh, George, you sneezed. And there are no pine trees around here.
That's funny. I thought it was the smell of pine that...
Well, there's only one explanation. It's not pine trees you're allergic to. It's something else. Something you had with you up there and still have with you. Look in your pockets.
Well, all I've got in my pocket is some money. See, there's a 5 and some...
Oh, that's if you're allergic to money.
Huh?
Here, give it to me.
Now, just a minute. Now,
Hurry, dear, hurry before you blow it away.
Gracie, I can't be allergic to money. I love it too much.
Well, allergies are strange things. Hand the money to me, dear.
Well, I guess it's worth trying. Here.
That's it. How about your billfold? Any in there?
Yes, and that's where it's going to stay. After all, I'm not a...
Just untie it and hand me your billfold.
Okay. Here.
Thank you, dear. My goodness, I wish you had developed this allergy when we were first married. What a wardrobe I'd have.
Now, you're not going to spend the money on something silly like hats.
Oh, of course not, George. I'll use this to buy something permanent.
Like what?
Like a permanent.
Oh, fine.
And besides, what do you care? Isn't it wonderful not to be sneezing anymore?
I'll have to admit I haven't sneezed since I gave you the money.
Hey, you must never touch the awful stuff again. Lucky you have me to protect you from it.
Well, as long as I'm allergic to it, I guess from now on you'll handle all the money in the...
You quick, George. Hold your nose.
Gracie.
Oh, you know they say sometimes it takes a whole month to get over an allergy. So I better keep the money a month, huh? A week? Until tomorrow? 5 minutes? You want it right now?
Right
huh?
now, right now.
Oh, here.
Thanks. Now you can forget the permanent wave.
Oh, I'll bet I'm the first woman who ever had her hair sneeze straight.
Well, it looks pretty good.
I'll answer the door, and then I'm going to the market to shop for dinner, dear. You try and relax.
Okay. Hello, Gracie. Is George back from his vacation yet?
Oh, yes, Meredith. I wish you could keep him company while I run to the market. He feels terribly low.
Oh, well, I'll cheer him up, Gracie.
Ah, you're sweet, Meredith. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, before I go, Meredith, I just want to say I thought you were wonderful on the summer show.
Well, now that's a coincidence. So did I.
Goodbye, Meredith.
Goodbye. There's a sweet girl. Well, now to cheer up poor old George. Ah, there you are.
Hello, Meredith.
I have come to dispel your melancholy mood with good fellowship and friendly chit-chat.
Later, Meredith. I don't feel good. I've got an allergy, and I'm...
An allergy, eh?
Yes.
I recall a similar case in my hometown of Mason City, Iowa.
Later, Meredith.
Old Frank Gallagher had the darndest allergy, sneezed from morning to night.
That's too bad. See you later, huh,
It
Meredith?
got so bad that he couldn't hold a steady job. Just picked up a little money standing in front of windmills when there wasn't a breeze.
A little later, Meredith. I don't feel
Worst of all, George, the doctors couldn't tell what he was allergic to. They kept testing him until he had more than 500 scratches on his body.
A little later,
But
Meredith.
it had its brighter side. Old Frank was a devoted son, and he persuaded the doctors to arrange those scratches so that they spelled mother.
In about 2 or 3 months.
Well, sir, Every test failed, but one smart doctor finally figured it out. Old Frank was allergic to himself.
No.
Yes. Old Frank thought it over, and he says, well, if I'm allergic to Frank Gallagher, I'll change my name. So he changed it to Joseph W. Henneberry.
That cured Gallagher?
Yep. But now Henneberry sneezes from morning to night.
Is that the end of your little story, Meredith?
Yes. Except that I'd like to add a word of warning. In treating this allergy, beware the excessive use of drugs. Remember, a little dope goes a long way.
You can't go too far for me, Meredith. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sit down, George. Dinner's on the table.
Oh, boy, am I hungry. I'm sure glad an allergy doesn't keep you from eating.
Oh, and I've prepared a wonderful dinner. Steak, your favorite vegetable,
Wow.
and fresh fruit.
Oh, boy, let's get started.
All right, here's your steak.
What a beauty. Look at the way my knife slides through it.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, there's nothing like a tender, juicy steak.
George, you sneezed.
I did?
Yeah. Oh, what a shame. You're allergic to meat.
Gracie.
Slide it over on my plate, dear.
But, Gracie, I can't live without meat.
Oh, of course you can. Look at George Bernard Shaw. He's a vegetarian, and he claims he'll live to be 300 years old.
But I'm not interested
Oh,
in...
think how wonderful it would be if you lived 300 years. Why, you might even live long enough to get that new car we ordered.
Gracie, Shaw can live 300 years if he wants to. I'll settle for 150 and a piece of meat.
Oh, remember your allergy, dear. Here, have some vegetables.
Well, I guess I'll fill up on the veg.
Yes.
On the veg.
Oh, well, now you see that leaves only the fruit. Well, don't worry. They say monkeys live on fruit. Here, have some.
Thanks. I'm so hungry, I'll think I'll eat these bananas and skins and...
Hand me the fruit, dear.
But I've got to have something.
Well, don't get panicky. You can't have meat, vegetables, or fruit, but you can eat anything else.
Yeah, like rocks and an old umbrella. I tell you, Gracie,
Oh, George, if we don't cure this allergy, you won't be able to do our radio broadcast.
Yeah. I might sneeze right in the middle of one of my songs. I better see. Low April showers may come your way.
Oh, dear.
Those green flowers.
Oh, that would be terrible, Sugar Throat.
Say, tell you what we ought to do, Gracie. Hire Frank Sinatra to stand by.
Well, how would that work?
Well, Frank would be on one side of the mic, and I'd be on the other. And I'd go into my song, and if I sneezed, he'd pick it up.
Uh-huh. If you sneezed, who'd pick him up?
I hadn't thought of it.
They say it's wonderful. Meredith Wilson and his chiffon music.
you're sneezing because you're allergic to some cloth you're wearing. What's your coat made of?
Wool?
That's it. Lots of people are allergic to wool. Take it off there.
Okay, if you think it will help.
Of course it will. There, that's it. Well, it's not wool. What's your shirt made of?
Linen?
All right, we'll try that. Take it off there.
Okay, here's the shirt. But I'm warning you. If this idea doesn't work, it's the last. Mister.
What are your pants made of?
Flannel and the staying on.
George, we've got to cure your allergy. Take those pants off.
I won't do it.
Well, there's no one here but me, and I never laugh at your knees anymore.
Gracie, I'm not going to...
Any joke becomes dull after 12 years.
Look, I'm not taking off my pants and all.
Now, you see, it's the flannel. Please, George.
Oh, all right. Here's the pants.
George?
Yeah?
Are your shorts made of flannel, too?
No, they're made of cotton.
My, what a lot we owe to the South.
Okay, so I'm allergic to flannel. But I can't stand around the rest of the day standing here in my shorts.
Well, hi, Gracie.
Hello, Bill.
Gee, it's good to see you. And George.
I might have known you'd show up at a time like this, comedian.
Well, I've heard of the body beautiful, but this is the form fantastic.
Oh, Bill. How can you say that about George's adorable figure? Well, I think he makes September morn look silly.
I don't know about September morn, but he certainly louses up a September afternoon.
Look, funny, man. If I want to stand around without my clothes on, it's my own business.
Well, you better liquidate, buddy. Business is in terrible shape.
Bill, let me explain. You see, I'm...
Well, you're a little old for this strip stuff, Gypsy Rose. Better put your clothes back on.
Oh, Bill, that's not why he's sneezing. He's caught a dreadful allergy. He's been sneezing like this all day. We've got to do something. I'm afraid George will sneeze his brains out.
Oh, okay, Gracie. Will you get me a little capsule?
Capsule?
Mm-hmm.
Gonna give me some medicine, Bill?
No, in case you sneeze your brains out, that's to put them in.
You're being a big help, comedian. Gracie, you better go call a doctor.
All right, darling. I'll go get a doctor over here right away.
Dr. Schmachter. George, I can cure you of sneezing in 1 minute.
Really, Bill? How?
Well, I'll show you. Now, look me right in the eye and listen very carefully.
Okay, I'm listening.
Maxwell House Coffee is coffee at its very best. Yet it costs but a fraction of a penny more per cup than the cheapest coffee sold. That's a value too good to miss. No wonder more people buy and enjoy Maxwell House than any other brand. They know they can depend on that mellow, full-bodied Maxwell House flavor, the result of skillful blending and radiant roasting. And with all this extra flavor, Maxwell House costs but a fraction of a penny more per cup than the cheapest coffee sold. So insist on Maxwell House, the coffee that's always good to the last drop. There, you see, George, you didn't sneeze once while I was talking.
Well, I'll be darned. How did you know I wouldn't?
Well, it's simple. The things I say about Maxwell House coffee just can't be sneezed at.
He's right in here, Doctor. I hope you could do something for him.
Well, don't worry, madam. Whatever is wrong with your husband, I'm sure I can help him.
Oh, here he is.
Hello, Doc.
Where did the accident occur?
I wasn't in any accident.
Oh, no, Doctor. He just has an allergy. He sneezes all the time.
Oh, I see. Well, many times these allergies are aggravated by the presence of pollen, and I'm afraid there's some here.
There is?
Oh, yes. To cure your husband, we may have to remove the petunia.
Oh, dear. Will it leave much of a scar?
Mrs. Burns, the petunia I was referring to was in the pot.
Oh. Oh, well, there his turtle covered.
Yes. Of course, I'm not certain this is an allergy yet. I'll have to examine him. Say ah.
Ah.
Mrs. Burns, would you go boil some water, please?
Well, of course, boil some water. Well, that's what they always say when someone's going to have a baby. Doctor,
Gracie,
you're not
go boil some water.
Yes, right away.
Well, Doc, now that my wife is out of the room, tell me the worst. Are you going to operate?
Certainly not. The boiling water's for lemonade. You haven't got an allergy.
Then why do I keep sneezing?
You've got a cold. Here, take these tablets and a glass of hot lemonade every hour. That'll be $25.
$25?
Oh, I realize that's a little stiff, but I need the money. My wife went on a shopping spree last week.
So did mine. That whole closet is full of clothes from the May Company.
It's murder.
Murder. Wait a minute, Doc. I've got an idea. My wife still thinks I'm allergic to something, but she doesn't know what. If she thought it was the new clothes, she'd send them back and save me a fortune.
Mr. Burns, I couldn't be a party to such trickery. Medical ethics, you know.
But, Doc...
Absolutely not. Let's not discuss it.
If it works, you can use it on your wife.
Let's not discuss it. Let's do it.
Attaboy, Doc. Now, when she...
Well, the water will be boiling in a minute. Did you find out what he's allergic to, Doctor?
We're getting warm, Mrs. Burns. Whenever he gets close to that closet, he seems to sneeze.
Oh, but there's nothing in there except my new clothes from the May Company. See, I'll open it and show you.
Well, there's your answer, Mrs. Burns.
You mean as long as I keep those clothes, my husband will keep on sneezing?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, well, there's only one thing to do. Hand me that phone.
Who are you dialing, Gracie?
The May Company.
Had a girl.
Yeah, hello, May Company? This is Mrs. George Burns, 360 North Camden. Yes. Please send over 2 cases of Kleenex.
Oh, no.
Until next Thursday, good night and good luck from the makers of Maxwell House, America's #1 brand of coffee.
Always good to the last drop.
Well, Gracie, I'm glad my allergy turned out to be just a cold. But don't come close to me at night. You might catch it.
Oh, darling, you mean I'll have to stay away from you until your cold is cured?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, how awful. It'll be bad enough during the day, but when evening comes and romance calls...
Yeah?
Well, who'll take me to see that child's foyer picture?
Good night.
It can't be the same if it ain't got that name. Get Bird's Eye frosted foods.
This week's big Bird's Eye feature is Bird's Eye spinach. Tender emerald green spinach, the finest America grows. Quick frozen to seal in its tempting fresh picked flavor. And already clean for you. Washed free of every speck of sand or grit. Your Bird's Eye store has plenty of it now, so get a box tomorrow. But be sure you get Bird's Eye spinach. Remember, get Bird's Eye and you get the best.
Join us again next week when we'll all be back. George Burns, Gracie Allen, Meredith Wilson, his orchestra, yours truly, Bill Goodwin. The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show is written by Paul Henning and Keith Fowler. And now stay tuned in for the Kraft Music Hall, which follows immediately over most of these stations. Good night.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Another cup of Maxwell House coffee, George?
Sure. Pour me a cup, Gracie. Maxwell House is always good to the last drop.
And that drop's good, too.
Yes, it's Maxwell House Coffee Time, starring George Burns and Gracie Allen. With yours truly, Bill Goodwin, that tough man of the screen, Dewey Robinson, and the music of Meredith Wilson and his orchestra. For your Thursday night comedy enjoyment, it's George and Gracie. And for your everyday coffee-drinking enjoyment, it's Maxwell House. Always good to the last drop.
morning in the Burns home. And as George comes down to breakfast, he is greeted by a very excited Gracie.
Oh, George, did you hear the news? Hurry and get packed. We're leaving for Paris.
What?
We're going to the peace conference in Paris. I just heard it on the radio.
Gracie,
The newscaster said the fate of the world might depend upon the Paris meeting of Burns and Allen.
I heard the radio in the bedroom. The man didn't say Burns and Allen. He said Burns and Stalin. Jimmy Burns and Joseph Stalin.
Oh.
That's what the man said.
You and I aren't going over there and get all these international disputes straightened out?
Of course not. Those disputes will be straightened out by diplomats.
Oh, the hard way, huh?
Yes, in the side pocket.
George, look, would it be all right with you if I went to the Paris Peace Conference to report it for my newspaper column?
Gracie, things are confused enough over there. You stay here.
All right. But will you suggest some other subject for my column, then?
Well, let's see. What interesting news have I heard lately? Oh, the Dion's up in Canada had a new baby.
Just one?
Just one.
Oh, that might make a good column. It would cheer up General Motors and the Ford plant.
Cheer them up?
Well, yeah, they think their production is down.
I'd forget that item. Let's look through the newspaper.
Oh, don't bother, dear. I'll just do a simple column explaining atomic energy or something.
Atomic energy. How would you explain atomic energy?
Well, let's look through the newspaper.
Yes, I thought so, yes. Why don't you do a column about the crime wave?
The crime wave?
Yeah, the paper is full of it. Here's a story about a holdup in a used car lot.
Oh, George, that's not news. That happens every time they sell one.
Anyway, the country is flooded with pickpockets, safecrackers, and second-story men.
Well, you know, I might do a column on it at that. How to stop crime.
You could stop it, huh?
Well, certainly. You see, where the police make their mistake, the minute they catch a man robbing someone, they put him in jail.
That's a mistake.
Well, of course. That's a bad influence on him. You meet a very poor class of people in jail, you know.
I imagine you do, yes.
Mm-hmm. What that man needs is a home, the companionship of good, honest people. I think every American family should adopt a burglar.
Gracie.
If we did, we'd all have less to worry about.
We certainly would. Much less.
I'm glad you agree.
Gracie, I don't agree. It's a silly idea.
But, George, think what this can accomplish. No more robbed homes, no more cracked safes, and I'll be a heroine.
Forget it.
It'll be me against crime. Gracie Allen versus the crack safe.
An even match if I ever heard one. I'm going to my office. Now forget this idea, and that's an order.
Poor Gracie. Poor, helpless little member of the weaker sex. She's smack up against that inexorable law that has stood since the beginning of time. Man is the master and woman must obey. And Gracie's man has issued an order. So she can only do what women have done for thousands of years, pay absolutely no attention to him. We find her now looking for the jail where she hopes to get a crook to rehabilitate.
Pardon me, officer. What building will I find the crooks in, please?
Right here in the city hall, ma'am.
No, I mean the ones who are locked up.
Well, that's what I mean. The jail's right here in the city hall, and the crooks are in it.
Oh, well, where are the keys? I'd like to let one out, please.
The sergeant has the keys, and he's kind of busy right now. He's in there teaching a class in the traffic cop school.
A school for traffic cops? Oh, that's interesting. I'll go in and find out what they study.
All right now, fellas, you're almost got it. Now, let's take it once again, all together now.
Pull over, buddy. Where's the fire?
That's not nasty enough. Try to remember you're talking to a taxpayer. Now, once again now, and put some feeling into it.
Pull over, buddy. Where's the fire?
That's more like it. Now, the driver will probably say, what's the matter, officer? What did I do? Then what do you say? Oh, wise guy. That's very good. Class dismissed. Now get out and get busy, and the last one to make a pinch is an old maid.
Well, that was very interesting, Sergeant.
Huh? Oh, excuse me, lady. I didn't see you. What can I do for you?
Well, I'd like to rehabilitate one of your burglars, please.
Come again?
Well, thanks. I will if this one works out all right.
What did you say you'd do to the burglar?
Rehabilitate him, reform him. Take him out of this awful jail and give him a good home.
Oh, I see. You want to post bond for one of these mugs.
Do what?
Put up the money for his release.
Oh, I didn't know they cost money. Well, if they do, they do. Have you got something in a nice burglar around $4.98?
Are you kidding?
I'll go to $5.95 if he's really in good condition.
Now, look, lady, you can't spring any of these crooks for less than $100.
Well, that's outrageous. The OPA will hear of this.
Lady.
I've got a good notion to take my business to some other jail.
Lady, the court sets the amount of the bond. Now, these... Hey, wait a minute. There is one you can have for free. Big Louie.
Why can I have him for free?
We've got nothing on him.
Well, I'm not taking him home in that condition.
Lady, we've got no evidence against him. We know he's the biggest crook in 7 states, but we picked him up as a vagrant.
Oh, well, all right, I'll take him.
Okay, but let me warn you, Big Louie is a mighty tough gorilla.
He is? Well, maybe I better start with a man then, huh?
Yes. Hey, Louie, this dame wants to see you.
Okay, I'm coming.
I'll leave you two alone. Dames are crazy.
You want to see me, lady?
Well, yes, I want to get you out of here. You see, I'm interested in crime.
Me too. Say, let's work together.
Oh, that's the spirit. Cooperation. I say all you need is a chance.
That's all. Just one good chance.
Now, my idea is to place you in a nice home. A home where you'll be surrounded by good books, good paintings, and music.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Inside job, huh?
Well, mostly inside, yes.
Okay. Now, with valuable books and stuff, we'll need a fence.
Oh, I've got a fence.
A good one?
No, the best there is.
Oh, that must be Shady John.
No, it's White Picket.
White Picket? Must be a new one.
Well, fairly new, yes. Now, here's the address, Louie. Have a shave and get all cleaned up, and I'll expect you around dinner time.
Oh, will you be there?
Oh, certainly. We're going to work together. Goodbye, Louie. See you for dinner.
Okay, babe. Only just one thing. Let's keep this quiet. You see, I'm on the lam.
Well, that's nothing to be ashamed of. We've been on it ever since the ceiling went back on beef. Goodbye, Louie.
Shine on Harvest Moon. Yes, there's a great song, Meredith. One that's lasted down the years.
And mighty timely for tonight, Bill. What with all the good news coming in on this year's harvest. The biggest in history.
Oh?
Timely, too, is Thomas Hart Benton's great painting of the western wheatlands in our newest Maxwell House coffee ad. Just turn to page 53 in this week's Saturday Evening Post.
I already have, Meredith. Threshing Wheat, the painting's called. And when you see the golden wheatlands rippling in the breeze, bursting with the bounty of a whole summer's growing, well, it's easy to understand why those fertile, friendly fields are such a vital part of the American scene. As you know, in its own way, Maxwell House coffee is a very real part of the American scene, too. For just as coffee is this nation's favorite drink, so Maxwell House is America's favorite coffee, bought and enjoyed by more people than any other brand. Around the country, it's Maxwell House wherever you go. It's flavor, of course, that explains this nationwide preference. The rich, full-bodied Maxwell House flavor that results from the masterful blending of these choice Latin American coffees. Manizales for mellowness. Medellins for richness. Other fine coffees for vigor. And Bucaramangas for full body.
the sum of which is great coffee at its flavor peak. So, friends, why not enjoy the best in deep-down coffee-drinking pleasure? You can at only a fraction of a penny more per cup than you'd pay for the cheapest coffee sold. Just say Maxwell House Coffee. Always good to the last drop.
I'm so glad you dropped in. I'm in desperate need of advice.
Always glad to be of help, Gracie. What is the nature of your problem?
Well, you see, I went down to the city hall this afternoon and picked out a man to come and live here. His name is Big Louie.
Gee, Willikers, do you think you like him better than Short George?
Oh, Meredith, you don't understand. I'm not going to marry Big Louie. I'm going to reform him. He's a burglar.
Oh.
I have a brand new theory that will absolutely eliminate crime.
Bully for you, Gracie. I'm convinced that if we can eliminate crime, we'll have far fewer criminals.
My thought exactly. But George is too old-fashioned to accept my new theory.
A stick in the mud, huh?
Oh, yes. He's distrustful of all modern things, even his electric razor.
He doesn't think he can shave with it?
No, he doesn't think I can peel potatoes with it. Every new progressive thing I try to do, he blocks it. Now he's blocking my theory to eliminate crime.
How so?
Oh, he has a silly prejudice against keeping a burglar in the house. See, no vision. And vision is very important.
You're right, Gracie. If it hadn't been for the vision of that great inventor, Fulton, we'd have had no steamboats.
Well, sure. And if it hadn't been for the vision of that great architect, Jackson, we'd have had no stone walls.
It was my impression that...
Meredith, I can't let George know that Big Louie is a burglar. Will you think of some story I can tell him?
Well, why not tell him Big Louie's a plumber?
Oh, well, he might be here a week. That'd give it away.
Yeah, you're right. No plumber ever finished a job in that short a time.
Oh, Meredith, you simply got it. Uh-oh, too late. Here comes George up the walk. Who will I tell him Big Louie is?
Now, have no fear, Gracie. I'm sure that my nimble brain will rise to the occasion.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hello, George.
Hiya, Meredith.
Hello, all.
Hello, all.
Well, I'll just be running, Gracie. It was mighty nice of you to say that my new singer could come and stay at your house for a few days.
New singer? With your orchestra, Meredith?
Yes, George. Chap named Large Lewis. Well, goodbye, all.
Large Lewis? Gee, Gracie, why should Meredith hire a new singer when I'm on the program? I'm surprised.
Well, it caught me flat-footed, too.
Do you suppose it's because he doesn't like my voice?
Oh, no, George, it couldn't be that.
But I'm trying to find an explanation for it.
Don't rush me, so am I.
Okay.
Maybe he wants a taller man to help you out with the high notes. How do you like that explanation?
It's ridiculous.
Oh, you see, that's what happens when I'm in a hurry.
Gracie.
Oh, wait, here's another one. Maybe he wants him to stay here so he can pick up a few pointers from the greatest vocal talent of all time, you. How does that sound?
Pretty good.
I knew I'd get it. Meredith realizes how truly great you are.
Well, ain't misbehaving all by myself. Ain't misbehaving, honey.
Why, compared to other singers, dear.
No one to talk to. No one to talk.
Darling, you're like a beautiful full-blown rose in a garden of ordinary flowers. They have some fragrance, but you outsmell them all.
No one to talk to. Thanks.
Sing some more, George. Share the wealth that's stored up inside of you.
Oh, Gracie.
Oh, please, George. Open the slot machine of your mouth. And pay me off with a jackpot of melody.
Okay. I'm misbehaving, honey, all by myself.
Oh, you top sugar thrower.
Oh, have I?
Yes.
I guess Meredith knew what he was doing.
After all, I have sung all over the country in vaudeville.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's the phone in the den. I'll get it.
No, dear. I'll answer it. It may be Big Louie, Large Louis, the singer. I'll be right back, darling.
Oh, gee, I'll be glad when the kid gets here. I can teach him a few tricks. From time to time and every time, blessings come from above. The summer name, one of the same. Oh, gee. Found that door buzzer. Cut off my cadenza. Hello.
Hello. I'm Big Louie.
Oh, Large Louis. Well, come in. Glad to meet you.
Same here.
George Burns is my name. You know, you and I are in the same racket.
Oh, we are, huh? What town did you work in, pal?
Oh, I've worked in practically all of them. But I suppose Akron, Ohio is where they remember me best. They'd still like to get me back there.
That's a coincidence. I'm wanted there, too.
Well, another good spot for me was Milwaukee. They held me there for 12 weeks.
Yeah? That was a tough break.
Oh, I enjoyed it. What's the longest you were ever held in one town?
Well, I did 3 years in Atlanta.
Hey, you really weren't solid.
That solid I don't like to be in. They threw the book at me in Atlanta.
Huh. Never had that happen. But I stopped a few tomatoes in Kansas City. Still, I can't complain. That's where I got my big break. A big New York booker came to see me, and I murdered him.
Knocked off a bookie, huh?
I really killed him.
Gee, imagine a little guy like you killing people. I don't get it.
Well, I'll show you how I did it. From time to time and every time, blessings come from above.
Now I get it.
Huh?
That technique would kill anybody.
Thanks. Do you work solo, or are you teamed up with somebody?
Solo? I teamed up with a guy once, but he turned out to be a squealer.
Yeah, I hate those tenors, too. You sing baritone, don't you?
Who's talking about singing?
We are. Aren't you a singer?
No, I'm a burglar. Your wife came to the jail and sprung me this afternoon.
So that's it. Gracie, come in here.
Jester, it's you. Oh.
I want to talk to you, Gracie.
She just left to visit some friends in Ireland.
Come back here. So you went ahead with your crazy crime idea anyhow?
Well, yes, dear. He's an awfully nice burglar, and I'm sure we can help him.
Help him, phooey. I'll bounce him out of here on his ear.
You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna help you.
That's more like it.
Here's Meredith Wilson and his chiffon music, The Gypsy.
Gracie, listen to reason. We can't let Big Louie stay here.
He'll steal us out of house and home.
Oh, Judge, will you calm down? I'm going to rehabilitate the man, expose him to culture.
But already the big ape has taken my ties, my cufflinks, my stick pin, my belts, and my shirts. Even swiped my shoelaces.
Oh, darling, isn't that a small sacrifice to make for progress? This is an experiment that may benefit all mankind. Think of yourself as a pasteur.
Oh, I don't mind being a pasteur, but tell Louis to stop grazing on me.
Well, wait till the culture starts to work. I'll introduce him to Bach and Brahms and Shakespeare.
Gracie, he'll never be an honest man.
Oh, how easily you pessimists give up. They said there'd never be electric refrigerators. They said there'd never be vacuum cleaners. They said there'd never be electric washing machines. But today, well, come to think of it, that's a pretty poor argument, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Well, anyway, try to remember this is 1946. Don't be so backward.
I still...
Come in.
Hi, Burnses. What goes on?
Oh, we're having a little argument, Bill.
How come?
Oh, George is still living in the 1890s.
Well, you can't blame him, Gracie. Those were the best years of his life.
How come you never bring Abbott with you, Costello?
I'm only kidding, George. What's the argument about?
Well, George doesn't approve of my plan to rehabilitate criminals, Bill.
Oh, can you blame me? She brought home a gangster.
Well, you're the man of the house. Throw him out. Take off your coat and bounce him.
You ought to see his shoulders.
You've got shoulders.
Not if he takes off his coat.
I see what you mean, Gracie.
Well, if you boys will excuse me, I'm going to run next door and borrow some books and classical records from Meredith. I want to start exposing Big Louie to culture. See you later.
Listen, what are you afraid of, George? Why don't you throw Louie out?
Because he'd make two of me.
Well, gee, we wouldn't want that to happen. One's enough.
You're a big help, comedian.
I'll help you, George. Do you want to get rid of the guy?
Do you think you could?
Do I think I could? Listen, you're talking to Powerhouse Goodwin.
Well, step right in here, Bill.
I'll tell him a thing or two. Hey, you.
Yeah? What do you want?
I just want to tell you that Maxwell House is the very best in coffee drinking pleasure. Yet it costs but a fraction of a penny more per cup than the cheapest coffee sold. That's a value too good to miss.
Bill, I thought you were going to tell him a thing or two.
Well, that's one thing. This makes two. You get the best when you get Maxwell House. In fact, the flavor of Maxwell House is so wonderful that it's bought and enjoyed by more people than any other brand at any price.
Bill, you said you were Powerhouse Goodwin. How come you changed to Maxwell House Goodwin?
I have yet to receive a paycheck from Powerhouse.
Oh.
Yes, So remember, Louie, with all its extra flavor, Maxwell House costs but a fraction of a penny more per cup than the cheapest coffee sold. So insist on Maxwell House, the coffee that's always good to the last drop.
You know what I think, Dimples?
What?
I think you're scared of me.
Wait a minute. Scared of you? Listen, I could lick you with one hand tied behind me.
Yeah?
I could tear you limb from limb.
Yeah?
I could crush you to a pulp, just as I crush an orange with a single squeeze.
I'd like to see you do it.
Okay, bring me an orange.
Well, here I am with the culture. George, would you and Bill leave us alone, please?
Come on, Bill. Let's go.
George.
Now, all right, Louie, we're ready to start on our little job.
Swell. It's about time.
Now, I've collected up a few books and some phonograph records.
Say, I've stashed away a few things myself.
Oh, good, good. I want you to get acquainted with Byron and Bach. Would you like that, Louie?
Yeah, especially Buck. I love his beer.
Oh, no. Bach is a great composer. Please don't let anyone hear you say he makes beer.
No?
No, I'm sure he doesn't want it known. Now, in addition to Byron and Bach, I'll introduce you to Shakespeare and Tennyson, Franz Schubert and Charles Dickens.
Don't you think we're cutting in too many guys on this?
Oh, no. The more the better. Now, you sit down here in this easy chair, and I'll put some Schubert records on to play. Oh, Louie, you're going to love this culture. Well, George, I did it. Big Louie is now being exposed to culture.
He is, huh?
Yes. He's sitting in your easy chair in the den, up to his neck in refinement. Oriental rugs on the floor, pictures on the wall, books in his lap, and Schubert on the radio. Soon he'll be a changed man.
How can you tell if he changes?
Well, I took care of that. I left a dime lying on the table beside him. And if he doesn't take that dime, it means that he is reformed.
I'll believe it when I see it.
All right, we'll see it now. We'll look in the den. Oh, my goodness. He's gone.
And my easy chair is going with him.
And the rugs are gone. The books are gone.
The pictures are gone. The radio is gone.
Oh, George, my theory was right. He's reformed.
Reformed?
He didn't take the dime.
Well, we're safe.
Until next Thursday, good night and good luck from the makers of Maxwell House, America's #1 brand of coffee.
Always good to the last drop.
Well, Gracie, I hope this taught you that you can't reform a crook with culture.
It certainly did, George. I'll use psychology on the next one I bring home. I'll just let him steal all he wants.
Let him steal all he wants?
Sure, he'll get sick of it.
Gracie.
That's the trick I learned when I was a tiny little girl. My mother bought a tremendous box of candy and said, "Here, Gracie, eat all you want and you'll get sick of it." And someday I will.
Good night.
It can't be the same if it ain't got that name. Get Bird's Eye frosted foods.
Say, folks, have you tried Bird's Eye grapefruit segments? Well, don't miss them. Here's orchard fresh, tree-ripened grapefruit ready to serve, and already sweetened to save you sugar. There's plenty of Bird's Eye grapefruit segments in the store. Get some tomorrow, but look for the Bird's Eye name on the box. Remember, get Bird's Eye and you get the best.
Join us again next week when we'll all be back. George Burns, Gracie Allen, Meredith Wilson and his orchestra, and yours truly, Bill Goodwin. The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show is written by Paul Henning and Keith Fowler. And now, stay tuned in for Noah Webster Says, which follows immediately over most of these stations. Good night,
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Another cup of Maxwell House coffee, George?
Sure. Pour me a cup, Gracie. Maxwell House is always good to the last drop.
And that drop's good, too.
Yes, it's Maxwell House Coffee Time, starring George Burns and Gracie Allen. With yours truly, Bill Goodwin, the music of Meredith Wilson and his orchestra, and our happy postman. For your Thursday night comedy enjoyment, it's George and Gracie. And for your everyday coffee drinking enjoyment, it's Maxwell House, the coffee that gives you so much more for so little more that is bought and enjoyed by more people than any other brand of coffee in the world. Yes, Maxwell House, expertly blended and radiant roasted for rich, mellow, extra flavor. Maxwell House, the coffee that's always good to the last drop. Well, this is a very special day in the Burns home. It's George's birthday, but the little man is far from festive. Only Gracie remembered the great occasion, and he's pretty upset about it.
Happy birthday, dear.
You've been saying that all morning. So far, you're the only one who said it. Here it is noon, and not one card or telegram. a phone call have I gotten.
But, darling, weren't you pleased when you went into the bathroom this morning and found the little surprise I fixed for you?
Well,
Not many wives would think of squeezing toothpaste on the floor to spell out birthday greetings, Footsie Boy.
No, not many.
Of course, it spoiled the effect a little when your foot slipped in the greetings and you fell right on the boopsie.
Yes.
But the feeling was there.
It still is.
Happy birthday, dear.
Yeah, happy. What's the use, Gracie? I'm just a nobody.
Oh, don't say that, George. Why, you're one of the greatest men this country has ever produced.
Oh, sure. I'm another Lincoln.
Well, you could be. What did Lincoln do? He went to Gettysburg and he made a speech.
So?
So you go to Pittsburgh and make a speech. It's a bigger city.
Yes, more people. Look, I don't ask to be another Lincoln, but I would like one person to wish me a happy birthday.
A happy birthday, dear.
Now I'm famous. Now everybody knows me.
Yeah. Well, don't you worry, dear. Before I'm through, they'll celebrate your birthday. Just like they do Lincoln's and even George Washington.
You'll make me as great as Washington.
Well, sure, all he did was become the father of his country.
That I can't handle.
Well, why not? Crosby almost made it.
Gracie, everything I say, you try to make a mountain out of it. I don't expect them to close the banks and shoot firecrackers on my birthday. Lincoln and Washington were great presidents.
Well, you could be someday if you got started. Well, why don't you run for Congress?
I don't know what a congressman does. If I got elected, I would just sit there and twiddle my thumbs.
And you say you don't know what congressmen do.
Gracie.
Happy birthday, Senator.
Oh, stop that. I tell you, I'm just a forgotten man. Nobody knows it's my birthday.
Oh, now don't say that, George. Oh, here comes Bill up the walk. I'll bet he remembers.
Well, hi, Burnses. George, I just dropped in to congratulate you.
Ah, you see?
Well, I'll be darned. You remember what day this is?
Well, how could I forget? Everyone in radio celebrates this day.
Well, thanks, Bill.
Yes, sir, George. It was just 6 years ago today that you hired me.
Oh, no, Bill. This is George's birthday.
It is?
Well, yes. This is the day George Burns came into the world. And I think the banks should close and the schools should close and everything in the country should close.
Well, now, wait, Gracie. Sure, it was a calamity, but let's not give up.
Well, Roland now, the comedian is here.
Bill, I meant that this should be a national holiday. George's birthday should be the same as Lincoln's.
Well, it only missed by a couple of years.
How about a tune on your violin, Mr. Benny?
Bill, you'll be
Working
sorry you
without
talk like
Rochester
this.
is not easy.
Bill.
Yes, Grace.
I said you'll be sorry you talk like this when George becomes famous.
You think you'll make it, Gracie?
Well, everyone thinks so. Even perfect strangers can't understand why he hasn't made it yet. They look at him and say, wonder what's holding that man up.
The longer you look, the more you wonder.
Yeah, exactly. All George needs is a break, and he'll be famous.
Famous my foot. Even Bill, my best friend, didn't know it was my birthday.
Well, maybe Bill's not good on dates.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Brother.
You know, ever since I got into pictures, I've been sort of a ball of fire with the women.
Well, there you are. You're famous with women because you got a break.
Well, Gracie, I don't think it's my break so much as my clutch.
This is disgusting.
Happy birthday.
I know I'm happy. As gay as a lark.
Oh, there's someone at the door now. I'll bet they've come to congratulate you.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Burns.
Oh, hello, Mr. Postman. Do you know what day this is?
Indeed, I do. It's Thursday, September the 19th, A.D. 1900.
Oh, no. I don't mean that. This is my husband's birthday.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Burns. You don't look a day older.
I don't?
No. But then I don't see how you could.
A comedian in uniform now. Have you got any birthday cards or packages or anything for me?
Not a thing but a magazine, Mr. Burns.
Boy, am I famous. I'll see you later, Gracie. I'm going down to the cigar store.
Happy birthday, dear.
Nuts.
You know, my husband is a little upset, Mr. Postman. Nobody remembered his birthday.
Oh.
And it's a shame because he's a great man. I think he's as great as Columbus.
At my house, it's just the opposite. My wife thinks she's Columbus, and I'm the ocean.
Really?
Yes, every night she sails into me.
Well, I'm sorry your wife doesn't love you the way I love George. Oh, if he could only do something spectacular. Something that would attract the attention of the world. Like discover a new medicine, or a new continent, or a vacant apartment, or...
That's expecting the impossible. Well, I'll be running, Mrs. Burns. Here's your magazine. Oh, there's a fascinating article in it about sending rockets to the moon.
You mean they actually are ready to send rockets to the moon?
Oh, certainly. All they're waiting for is someone to volunteer for the first ride.
Mr. Postman, the first man to go to the moon will be pretty famous, won't he?
The world will be at his feet. That's quite a trip, you know. 240,000 miles.
As the crow flies?
I don't know. My wife has never been there. Well, goodbye, Mrs. Burns. Remember, keep smiling.
I'd better take a look at this article. My goodness. Fame and fortune await the man who volunteers for first rocket trip to moon. Yo, Bill, come here.
Yeah, what is it, Gracie?
Oh, Bill, I've got a wonderful idea. George is going to be the most famous man in the world.
Oh, Gracie, stop knocking yourself out. Whatever he does, people won't know George from the man in the moon.
Exactly what I've got in mind.
When the moon comes over the mountains. Gee, Meredith, it must be 15 years since Kate Smith first sang that song.
All of that, Bill, and it's been a favorite with millions of Americans ever since, including folks who've never been closer to a real mountain than the plains of Kansas or the canyons of New York.
Which only goes to prove that mountains have a magic appeal for all of us, Meredith. And that's not surprising, because from the Great Smokies and the Alleghenies out east to the Rockies and the coastal ranges of the west, our mountains are a mighty thrilling and exciting part of the American scene. And, you know, in its own way, Maxwell House coffee is a very real part of the American scene, too. For here in this land where coffee is a national drink, it's a fact that Maxwell House is America's favorite coffee, bought and enjoyed by more people than any other brand at any price. Across the nation, it's Maxwell House wherever you go. Now, it's flavor, of course, that tells this popularity story. The rich, vigorous Maxwell House flavor that results from the masterful blending of these premium, Highland-grown Latin American coffees. Manizales for mellowness. Medellins for richness. Other fine coffees for vigor. And Bucaramangas for full body. All of which mean great coffee at its flavor peak. So, friends, why not enjoy the best in coffee drinking pleasure? It's yours for just a fraction of a penny more per cup than you'd pay for the cheapest coffee sold. Just say Maxwell House, the coffee that's always good to the last drop.
Happy birthday, dear.
Happy birthday. Even my own family didn't remember it was my birthday.
Oh, just wait till I make you famous.
Not even a card for my brother in Akron.
While you were gone, I read a very interesting article about the moon, dear.
My own brother who wore my suits when I outgrew them.
You know, the moon has lots of advantages as a place to live.
Not a word for my brother in Brooklyn, either.
For instance, the days up there are 2 weeks long. Think what that would do for your golf game. You could start playing in the morning, and be out of the rough the very same day.
My own brother who wore my suits when my brother in Akron outgrew them.
And then there's no gravity up there. Something that weighs 20 pounds here on Earth only weighs 4 pounds on the moon. What a place to buy meat, huh?
And no birthday greetings from my sister in San Diego either.
The first man to go there will be world famous, you know.
My own sister who wore the pants of my suits when my brother in Brooklyn...
Well, with all that's in its favor, wouldn't you like to go to the moon? George.
And my own... Huh?
I said, wouldn't you like to go to the moon?
Go to the moon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. Can't wait to make the trip.
Good.
Always wanted to live there. Buy round-trip tickets. We'll save money that way.
Oh, shit. I'm so glad you feel that way. Happy birthday, Buck Rogers.
What?
I'll see you later, dear. I've got a little errand to do.
You're quite sure, Mrs. Burns, that your husband wishes to volunteer to go to the moon in our rocket?
Oh, I'm positive. He's simply dying to go.
Mm-hmm. Then, in the name of the American Rocket Society, I accept that brave man's offer. We'll launch the rocket tomorrow.
Oh, now, this will make him famous, won't it?
Famous? Madam, within an hour, every newspaper in the country will carry your husband's name in headlines.
That's it. I want the name George Burns on every tongue. I want George Burns to be famous.
Oh, don't worry. He will be.
Oh, I can see the headlines now. Gracie Allen's husband flies to moon.
Yes. I'll call the radio network so the top news commentators can get this on the air immediately.
Oh, there's strange news tonight. Oh, yes, for years they wanted to send a man to the moon in a rocket. And now they're sending George Burns. And tonight people are saying, is that the same as sending a man? Well, your guess is just as good as mine.
Good evening, friends. Well, there's a remarkable development in the news. A development which I'd like to point out particularly. George Burns is making the most extraordinary trip. No, he's not going to Russia in a carrier. Oh, no. No, he's going to the moon in a rocket. Happy landings, George.
Gee, almost 5 o'clock and still no birthday greetings. Even Gracie went off and left me. 15 years I've been on the radio, giving my all to the public. And what does the public give me? That's what they gave me. Oh, that's the door. Come in.
Western Union for George Burns. Sign here, please.
Well, I finally got a telegram.
Hey, telegram. There must be at least 200 here.
200?
Yeah, here you are.
Oh, wait, son. This calls for an extra big tip. There.
Gee, thanks. I can go to a nightclub on this.
You can?
Sure, this will pay my streetcar fare all the way.
200 telegrams. I guess that's why I didn't get any all day. They saved them to deliver in a bunch. Let's see who this one is from. The American Rocket Society? We salute you on this day of days. The name George Burns will live forever. Now, why should the American Rocket Society send me presents? Oh, I guess they want me to buy my fireworks from them next 4th of July. Here's one from my insurance company. Best of luck. Last week, you allowed your insurance to lapse. Thank you very much. Huh? Oh.
I'm back, darling.
Oh, hello, Gracie. Gee, honey, I thought people didn't remember my birthday. But just look. Hundreds of telegrams from all over the country.
My goodness.
Why, there's even one here from your mother. I always thought she detested me. But just read this.
Oh, dear George, Gracie always said you'd go far, and at last it looks like you'll go far enough.
See? Your mother thinks I've just about reached the height of success.
Oh, well, George, maybe I had better explain about these telegrams. You see, they're not...
What's there to explain? Great public idol is having a birthday, and the people want to congratulate him. That's all.
Oh, these telegrams have really made you happy, haven't they, dear?
This is the happiest day of my life.
Oh, well, then enjoy yourself.
Imagine all this fuss because I'm 37 years old.
How old?
38.
How old?
39.
How old?
Well, the exact figure doesn't matter. I'm 10 years older than you are.
Oh. Imagine all this fuss just because you're 25 years old.
Yeah. That's probably more telegrams. Come in.
Hello, all.
Oh, hello, Meredith.
Hello, Meredith.
I thought you were Western Union.
No, I'm Musicians Union. George, I just dropped in to say congratulations. The whole town's talking about you.
Really?
Yes.
I wonder if those other two chaps got this much attention.
Other two chaps?
Yeah, they were presidents or something. Abe somebody or other and George Ellington, I think it was.
You mean Lincoln and Washington?
Oh, yes, those are the names. It just skipped my
George,
mind.
those are the two greatest Americans that ever were produced in this country.
Well, now we are three. And you went by the way of Syracuse.
I wish that you were from my hometown of Mason City, Iowa, George. Just so we could put a bust of you in the public library right alongside our other hometown hero, Longfellow.
Longfellow was from Mason City?
Yes, sir. Sam Longfellow.
Oh, Sam, that's the tall Longfellow.
That's the
The
fellow
one with the face, yes.
The first man to ever use the interlocking grip.
Playing golf, huh?
No, milking cows.
And there's a bust of Sam in the public library?
Yes, sir. And I only wish you were a Mason City boy, George, because in my opinion, you'd be a bigger bust than Sam.
Goodbye, Meredith.
Goodbye, all.
Meredith Wilson and his chiffon music. To each his own.
Another bunch of telegrams that just came, George.
Really? How monotonous.
Well, aren't you even going to look at them?
Why bother? They all say the same thing.
how fortunate the world was to have me born in it. One knows that, doesn't one?
Yes, one does, and I couldn't mention which one.
Do I detect a faint note of sarcasm, Grace?
Grace? Oh, goodness, no.
I don't want you to feel that I'm impressed by all this flattery. Actually, it bores me.
Really?
Yes. Would be such a relief to hear someone say, George Burns, you're not so great.
All right. George Burns, you're not so great.
That's odd. Now that I hear it, it just sounds silly.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't complain. I wanted you to be famous.
And you may rest assured that my fame is the lasting kind. I'm not the sort of man who flashes into the air like a skyrocket.
Silly boy.
I beg your pardon.
Nothing, dear, nothing.
I wonder why Hattie hasn't called.
Who?
Hattie.
Hattie?
Hattie Truman. That chap in Washington.
Oh.
I thought perhaps he'd have Margaret sing Happy Birthday while he accompanied her on the piano.
Now, George.
Oh, bother. Someone at the door. Grace, would you say come in? I want to save my voice for a personal appearance tour.
Oh, now, George, be yourself. If you're going to act this way, I'm not so sure I want you to be famous.
Want me to be? I don't see what you could possibly do about it. I'm a public idol. The people worship me.
George.
I'm a steak in the meat market of their hearts. A fillet on the platter of their affections.
And a ham in the living room of my house.
Please, dear.
Hey, what's the matter? Don't you answer the door over here?
No, Bill. George is too important.
Well, I can't say I blame you, George. You really are a big man.
Oh, you're so right, lad. As I just said to Grace, why hasn't Hattie called?
Hattie?
Oh.
Not Hattie.
Hattie Carnegie?
No. Hattie. See, that's what he calls the president.
Oh.
Marshal Stalin is Joe, and the King of England is George II.
George II?
Yeah, he's George I.
Well, I still say I can't blame you, George. There's a terrific story about you in this evening's paper with a picture and everything. Would you like to see it?
Oh, no, thanks, Bill. If I look at my picture, I'll only get conceited. You may read me the headlines.
Okay, George. It says, George Burns volunteers for death-defying rocket trip.
Yes, there's no doubt about it. I'm a big... What?
That's what it says.
But it can't.
Well, here's the article right in the most prominent spot in the paper, next to the Maxwell House coffee ad.
Well, read it.
Okay, it says, Maxwell House is the very best in coffee drinking pleasure. Yet it costs only a fraction of a penny more per cup than the cheapest coffee sold.
No. What does it say about me?
Well, the ad doesn't mention you, George. It just goes on to say that careful selection and blending of choice Latin American coffees, plus radiant roasting, give Maxwell House a famous flavor.
Bill?
Yes, sir. The flavor of Maxwell House is so wonderful that it's bought by more people than any other brand at any price. So insist on Maxwell House. Always good to the last drop.
Bill, the article about me. Where does it say I'm going?
To the moon.
Oh, well, if that... The moon?
Oh, George, stop getting so excited. You're not going to fly up there alone.
I'm not?
No, you'll be in a rocket.
Rocket schmocket. I can't go to the moon.
Well, look, dear, I'm sure there's no danger. The man said the rocket would fly very smoothly. There'll just be a little jerk at the takeoff.
There will be if you can catch him. Goodbye, Gracie. See you later, Flash Gordon.
Gracie, did you tell those people I'd fly to the moon in that rocket?
Yes, dear. I wanted you to become famous so you could take your place beside Columbus and Napoleon and Washington.
That would put me beside... They're dead. And all those people sent me wires because they thought I was going to the moon. Not because it was my birthday.
That's right, dear.
Well, I'm not going to the moon. You get your hat and coat, young lady. We're going down to that rocket society and get me out of this.
Well, I can't understand why you're so scared about a little trip to the moon. The way you act, you'd think I was sending you someplace dangerous, like the peace conference.
Get your hat. Let's go.
Well, Mr. Jester, I'm back, and this is my husband, George Burns.
Yeah, look...
Well, it's a pleasure to shake your hand.
Yes.
You're a brave man.
Yeah, but
You're the kind of man who laughs at death.
I do, huh?
Yes. You were scheduled to leave for the moon tomorrow, but I'm afraid I have bad news for you.
I'm going tonight, huh?
No. You're not going at all.
I'm not?
He's the kind of a man who laughs at life, too.
I know what a disappointment this must be to you, Burns.
Yes. I feel miserable.
Oh, well, I'm glad you decided to cancel the rocket trip. A man shouldn't leave his wife for such a long and dangerous journey.
Oh, we didn't cancel it. Another man volunteered, and he pleaded so desperately, we decided to let him go.
He's willing to leave his wife?
Oh, yes, I explained that he might never see her again, but he only grew more determined.
My goodness, who is it?
I'll introduce you.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Burns.
Join us again next week when we'll all be back. George Burns, Gracie Allen, Meredith Wilson, his orchestra, yours truly, Bill Goodwin. The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show is written by Paul Henning and Keith Fowler. Until next Thursday, good night and good luck from the makers of Maxwell House, America's #1 preferred brand of coffee.
Always good to the last drop.
Well, I still haven't got a birthday greeting from anybody.
Happy birthday, dear.
Oh, stop with that.
Oh, come on, smile, George. Birthdays are fun. In about 5 years, I think I'll have another one myself.
I can't get over it. Here it is my birthday and nobody cares.
Well, I care. I spent all morning trying to fix you a birthday cake. But I'm afraid it won't look very pretty. You just can't get good candles these days.
They're bad, huh?
Oh, terrible. Every time I put the cake in the oven, they melted all over it.
Good night.
And now stay tuned in for the Kraft Music Hall, which follows immediately over most of these stations.
Get Bird's Eye and get the best. For example, get the best peas you ever tasted. Bird's Eye Peas, as garden fresh as peas just picked from the vine. Bird's Eye Peas come ready to cook, and they're thrifty, no waste. Get Bird's Eye Peas tomorrow, but be sure they're Bird's Eye. Remember,
It can't be the same if it ain't got that name. Get Bird's Eye frosted fruit.
this is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Another cup of Maxwell House coffee, George?
Sure. Pour me a cup, Gracie.
You know, Maxwell House is always good to the last drop.
That drop's good, too.
Yes, it's Maxwell House Coffee Time, starring George Burns and Gracie Allen. With yours truly, Bill Goodwin, the music of Meredith Wilson and his orchestra, and our happy postman. For your Thursday night comedy enjoyment, it's George and Gracie. And for your everyday coffee drinking enjoyment, it's Maxwell House, the coffee that gives you so much more for so little more that it's bought and enjoyed by more people than any other brand of coffee in the world. Yes, Maxwell House, expertly blended and radiant roasted for rich, mellow, extra flavor. Maxwell House, the coffee that's always good to the last drop. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Would you like to have a new refrigerator, a 1946 automobile, or one of those amazing new washing machines? You would? Then listen to George and Gracie. They're trying to figure out how to get them, too.
No use, Gracie. Our refrigerator can't be fixed. It's just worn out. Can't we get a new one?
Well, I've got our name on every list in town, George. At that big appliance store, we've already moved up 100 places.
How many ahead of us now?
4,900.
How long did it take us to move up 100 places?
A year.
In other words...
We'll have a refrigerator in 49 years.
That's great.
I don't think the milk will keep that long, do you?
I doubt it like anything. Haven't we got any other leads on a new refrigerator?
Well, I'll telephone Mr. Jenkins at the hardware store. I've been on his list for 2 years. I'll plead with it, and I'm sure that... hello? Mr. Jenkins? This is Mrs. Burns. Mr. Jenkins, we've just got to have a refrigerator. Couldn't you... Yes?
Yes.
We can. Oh,
Well.
thank you, Mr. Jenkins. I'll tell my husband. Goodbye. Oh, he has one refrigerator in his hardware store, and we can have it.
Well, that's wonderful.
But we have to buy one other thing in order to get it.
Well, okay. What do we have to buy?
The hardware store.
You can tell Mr. Jenkins to take his hardware store and keep it.
Oh, what a mess things are in. No refrigerators, no washing machines, no cars. Well, this is what women get for letting men run the country.
You think men are to blame, huh?
Of course. Who runs business? Men. Who runs labor? Men. Who runs politics? Men. Who runs men? Women.
So what?
So cut out the middleman and let women run things from scratch.
You think you could run the world better than men, huh?
Well, we couldn't do any worse. Women get things done. Men just waste time.
Gracie, you don't realize how much work it takes to make a refrigerator. Take the steel alone. First, the iron ore is dug out of the ground by thousands of men. Then thousands of men smelt it.
And there you are. Thousands of men smelt it. One man could do it, but no, they all had to take a sniff.
That's an expression used around steel mills. You say that men are smelting things up.
I certainly do.
What's the use? I can't make you understand.
I understand, all right. I've got everything figured out in my own head.
You have, huh?
Yes, sir. I've got it all in a nutshell.
You said that right. Now, let's drop this discussion.
Oh, darling, have I hurt your feelings with all this talk against men?
Well...
I'm sorry, George. I didn't mean you. And I don't think of you as a man.
Thanks.
I don't think of you as a man who does anything.
That's better.
No. I don't think of you as a man who does anything constructive.
Do me a favor and stop thinking about it.
Well, anyway, you know I love you. But I love you even more if you can get me a refrigerator.
Gracie, that
Now, I simply can't put any more food in that old worn-out thing of ours. Oh, excuse me, dear. I'll get it.
Okay.
Good morning, Mrs. Burns. Here's your mail.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Postman. How are you today?
In fine fettle, Mrs. Burns. Bubbling over with the wine of happiness, filled to the brim with the nectar of good health.
I better not touch you or you'll dribble.
Oh, I'm really loaded.
Well, I'm glad someone is in good spirits. I'm sort of depressed myself.
Why?
Well, I'm getting tired of putting good food into any old broken-down thing that won't work any longer.
But you took him for better or worse.
Oh, Mr. Postman, I wasn't referring to my husband. We need a new refrigerator.
Oh, I was in the same fix, but I finally got a new one last week.
My goodness, how?
I won it as a prize. I was a contestant on that quiz program, Answer or Get Killed.
Answer or get killed. And you won? Oh, my, you must be smart.
Well, I've spent years practicing for that program.
You have?
Yes. When my wife says, "Who's the boss around here?" I either answer or get killed.
Oh, Mr. Postman, you've given me a wonderful idea. Maybe we can win a refrigerator.
I hope so. Goodbye, Mrs. Burns. Remember, keep smiling.
George! Oh, George!
Yes, Gracie, what is it?
Oh, I know how to get refrigerators and washing machines and all the things we need.
So do I, but they put you in jail for that.
Oh, no. I got this idea from the postman. We'll go on quiz programs and win what we want.
Quiz program?
I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. I listened to one the other day, and all the contestants got tremendous prizes, no matter what they said.
Really?
Yeah, one lady in the audience just hiccuped and got a mink coat. With your indigestion, we're on easy street.
Gracie, it might take a few brains to win, too.
Oh, well, then we're a cinch because you're the smartest man in the whole world.
Oh, I'm not.
Name one smarter.
Einstein.
Name another one.
Gee, from here on, they get tough.
Sure. Now, come on. Say you'll be a contestant on one of those quiz programs, George. You're almost sure to win a refrigerator.
No, I'd rather not.
Oh, wait a minute. I just remembered. There's one on right now. I'll turn on the radio. I just want to show you how simple this is.
Well, sure, if you're lucky enough to be a winner. But the odds...
And so that brings to a conclusion another session of your favorite quiz program, Guess and Get Rich. Mr. Craig, we're giving you a $10,000 annuity, a house and lot, a new car, and a half interest in the Bank of America.
Thank you very much.
And I hope the next time you're on our program, you'll be lucky enough to be a winner.
Well, George?
Get your hat. What are we waiting for?
Well...
Meredith, I wonder how many people will recognize that familiar melody you're playing.
Well, I'm sure that just about everyone knows Ramona, Bill. Yeah. Folks have been singing it for almost 20 years.
Yes, I guess you're right, Meredith. It's one of those songs that seems to mellow with the passing of time and never really dies. And out here in this part of the country, of course, Ramona will always have a special kind of meaning, for it brings to mind the beautiful old missions of California with their colorful Indian legends. All such an historic part of the American scene. And you know, in its own way, Maxwell House coffee is a very real part of the American scene, too. We Americans love coffee, have made it our national drink. And it's a fact that more people buy and enjoy Maxwell House coffee than any other brand at any price. Yes, north, east, south, and west, it's Maxwell House wherever you go. It's flavor that explains this national preference, of course. The mellow, full-bodied Maxwell House flavor that results from the skillful blending of these choice, Highland-grown Latin American coffees. Manizales for mellowness. Medellins for richness. Other fine coffees for vigor. And Bucaramangas for full body. Adding up to great coffee at its flavor peak. So, friends, why not know the best in coffee goodness? Coffee pleasure. You can for just a fraction of a penny more per cup than you'd pay for the cheapest coffee sold. Just ask for Maxwell House, the coffee that's always good to the last drop. Well, George and Gracie have started their round of the quiz programs to try and win a refrigerator. We find them now in the studio audience of the first one.
What's the name of this quiz show, Gracie?
It's called Take It or We'll Force It on You.
Sounds promising.
Oh, yes, we're bound to... Sure, they're ready to start the show.
Welcome to Take It or We'll Force It on You. Now, who's our first contestant today?
Oh, and here he is, mister.
Well, step right up and bring that young lady with you. Is she your wife?
Yes.
That answer wins you a brand new deluxe vacuum cleaner.
Huh?
Yes, sir, we don't fool around here. Where were you born, sir?
Brooklyn.
That wins you an electric washing machine.
Gosh.
Well, doesn't he get anything for that gosh?
A toaster for the gosh. Where was your wife born, sir?
San Francisco.
That wins you an electric refrigerator, which is platinum lined, holds a 5-year supply of food, automatically mixes any drink at the push of a button, and has an extension that waters the lawn.
Shall we take it, George, or wait for a new model?
We'll take it.
All right, see now, will you settle for what you've got, or will you try for the jackpot question, which pays $50,000 cash? Of course, if you miss these, you get nothing at all.
I'll settle for what I've got. Just
He'll
load it
do
here and...
nothing of the sort. You'll go the limit.
That's the spirit, madam. That's the spirit. We don't want to get stuck with any of this dough, boy. We've got bales of it.
Just ask him the question.
All right, here it is. For $50,000, what is your wife's age?
Oh, that's
Oh,
easy.
don't you dare.
But, sweetheart, $50,000.
That's one question you cannot answer.
Well, mister, we get something, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. No one goes away from here empty-handed.
Oh, good.
Here are 2 tickets to the Burns and Allen radio program.
Let's go. I'd like to meet those fellas. Gracie, I'll never win a refrigerator going around to these quiz shows.
Oh, you're bound to win sooner or later. Now, this next show you're going on is called It Pays to Be a Schnook. Well, you'll get the jackpot.
Oh, sure.
And it pays millions.
You think I got brains enough to win it, huh?
Well, your long suit is brains. Just ask anyone. You're just...
Hello, all. Oh, hello, Meredith.
Meredith, you know George pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would you say his long suit is?
Red flannel, as I remember.
No,
Forget it. Why don't you come with us, Meredith, and see it pays to be a schnook? Sounds like a natural for you.
I have a band rehearsal, George. Besides, it wouldn't be fair. While I was in the studio, I saw the script with all the questions on it.
Oh, well, we'll see you later. Wait a minute. Did you see the jackpot question?
I sure did.
Oh. Meredith, we're pretty good friends, aren't we?
I'm proud to say we are, George.
And you'd do a friend a favor, wouldn't you?
You bet I would. I share the views of that fellow who said, "Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man."
Pretty choosy, wasn't he? Nowadays, most people just say, "Let me live in a house."
Please, Gracie, don't interrupt. Meredith, I'd consider it a real gesture of friendship if you would tell me the jackpot question.
Anything for a friend, George. You know, there's a poem that expresses the way I feel about friends. It goes like this. My friend to me is like a bird, and I am like a tree. And if he wants to lay an egg, then let him lay it on me.
Meredith, as much as I would love to lay an egg on you, I'm due on the radio.
Yeah, you have to lay it there.
Meredith, the program goes on in 2 minutes. Now, quick, tell me the jackpot question.
Very well. The jackpot question is, who was Prime Minister of England during the reign of Charles I?
You're sure that's it?
I read it in the script.
Swell. Now, what's the answer?
Well, I didn't read that.
You read the question and...
Well, good luck, George. Call on me any time if I can be of help. Goodbye, all.
He and his corny poems. And now it's too late even to get in the studio.
Oh, well, don't worry, darling. There's another quiz program in half an hour that you'll like even better. It's the Musical College, run by that fellow with the southern accent.
Oh, yeah, that's a swell show. And I'm sure to win that because I know all about music.
Well, I had that in mind when I got the ticket.
Gee, you're always thinking of me, Gracie. You're a real pal.
Oh, of course. My friend to me is like a bird, and I am like a tree.
Oh, no, not again. I heard that once. That's fine.
Evening, folks. How y'all? Just get busy now and pick out the contestants for the little old program.
Oh, Mr. Professor, you all, why don't you all take my husband off?
Oh, what's his name, ma'am?
Burns. Robert E. Lee Burns.
Well, that sure enough sounds like a little old southern name.
Well, shut my mouth, that's what a little old is.
Well, it sure enough sounds like it.
Well, shut my mouth, it is.
Well, sure enough.
Well, shut my mouth.
Well, sure.
Well, shut.
Gracie, I was born in Brooklyn.
Let me handle this.
You think your husband would be a good little old contestant?
He'll be the littlest, oldest contestant you ever saw.
Gracie, if...
Well, all right, then. Children, our first contestant is Mr. Robert E. Lee Burns. Now, Mr. Burns, I'm going to have my orchestra, the Chattanooga Chitlin Chewers, play an excerpt from a very well-known popular song. And all you have to do is tell me the name of that song.
This is a pushover.
If you get it right, we give you a 1947 refrigerator.
Oh, that's
great.
Well, all right, here we go. Now, what song is this taken from?
That's all you play?
That's all. Oh, no coaching from the audience, please.
Would you play it once more?
Okay, here it is.
Drags, doesn't it?
Yeah. Slow number.
Well, come on. Yes, go. Identify the song.
I can't.
Well, then I can't give you the refrigerator.
Oh, wait. Surely you won't disappoint a man who comes from the same side of the Mason-Dixon line as you all.
Hey, I guess you're right. Mr. Burns, if you're from my part of the country, I'll give it to you. Where y'all from?
He's from Atlanta, Georgia.
Too bad. If you was from my hometown in Brooklyn, you'd have had it.
Yes.
The chiffon music of Meredith Wilson, Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto No. 2.
Gracie, I've had enough of this quiz show stuff. I'm going home and go to bed.
But, darling, we haven't won a refrigerator yet.
I don't care. I'll eat hot food from now on.
Oh, look, George, here's the studio where they have that wonderful quiz show, Answer or Get Killed.
No, I'm not going in there.
Well, hi, Burnses. Say, what are you doing at the studio this time of night?
Well, we're trying to win a refrigerator on one of the quiz shows, Bill, but so far we've had no luck.
Oh? Well, there's one show where you're bound to win with George as your husband.
Which one, Bill?
Bride and Goon.
You love an old joke, don't you?
Yes, George, you're my favorite person.
Let's go home, Gracie.
No, George, I want you to go on Answer or Get Killed.
Oh, that's a terrific show, George. They give away the greatest prizes in radio.
You think they might give us a refrigerator?
A refrigerator? Gracie, they'll give you the factory that makes them. Listen. I walked in there by mistake one day, and the guy said, "You've just won a new Cadillac sedan. Would you like to try for a chauffeur?" Fabulous. I stuck out my hand to shake with the fella. He handed me the deed to Griffith Park.
You now own Griffith Park?
It's mine.
Where all the boys take the pretty girls to the next with them?
Yep. Every night I chase all the boys out.
Well, gee, if they give prizes like that...
And I haven't even told you what the grand prize is.
It's better than Griffith Park or a refrigerator factory?
Oh, sure. The grand prize is a cup of Maxwell House coffee.
Oh.
Maxwell House is the very best in coffee-drinking pleasure, you know. Yet it costs only a fraction of a penny more per cup than the cheapest coffee sold. Now, isn't a cup of Maxwell House coffee a better prize than a refrigerator factory?
You bet. Much easier to dunk donuts in.
Well, sure. You see, the careful selection and blending of choice Latin American coffees plus radiant roasting give Maxwell House that famous flavor.
And another thing, you wouldn't know how many lumps to put in a refrigerator factory.
The flavor of Maxwell House is so wonderful that it's bought by more people than any other brand at any price. So insist on Maxwell House. Always good to the last drop.
Bill, as much as I love Maxwell House coffee,
Yes?
I'm not going on Answer or Get Killed.
Wait a minute, George. I just thought of a show where you'd be a cinch to win the prize. Tom Brenneman.
Brenneman?
Oh, my mistake. He gives the prize to the oldest woman.
Bill, please be serious. We've just got to win a refrigerator. Now, let's see. What other quiz shows are there? People Are Ridiculous, Who Am I, Encyclopedia.
Oh, I know the fellow who runs Who Am I?
Well, can you get George on as a contestant?
Oh, sure. I'll call this. Wait a minute. I can do better than that. They're looking for a celebrity to be guest quizmaster. I'll line it up for you, Gracie.
Wonderful. If I ask the questions, George is bound to win.
Sure. I'll fix it right away. Oh, just one thing, Gracie. Don't get confused. Remember, the name of the program is Who Am I? When you look at George, don't say, what is it?
Let's go, Gracie. You're pretty sure I can win this, huh, Gracie?
Oh, you can't miss, George. I picked the stupidest-looking man in the audience to be your opponent.
Oh, well, maybe I...
There's my signal. We're on the air. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your guest quiz mistress, Gracie Allen, bringing you another session of Who Am I? And now let's meet our two contestants who will vie for the prize. And what's your name, sir?
Professor Kieran P. Adams, Doctor of Philosophy, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and graduate of 12 universities.
George, don't worry. I'm making up the clues. All right, Mr. Burns, you get the first clue. I am a handsome movie actor, and I have a mustache. I returned from the Air Forces and made a picture called Adventure. They had a slogan about me which went, Gable's back and Garson's got him. My first name is Clark. Who am I?
This is just a guess, of course, but could it be Clark Gable?
Well,
what do you know?
That's one score for you. And now, Professor, here's your clue. I'm 32 years of age. Who am I?
Well,
No, time's up. We can't talk more.
What
Your turn again, Mr. Burns. Here's your clue. My home is Independence, Missouri. My wife's name is Bess, and my daughter's name is Margaret. I play the piano. Friends call me Harry. Who am I? No help, please. Let's keep this fair.
Harry Truman?
How did you get it?
Again I guess.
Now, just a moment, Miss Allen. I demand to be given a clue like you just gave him.
Oh, all right. I'll show you I'm fair. Here's your clue. My home is Independence, Missouri. My wife's name is Bess, and my daughter's name is Margaret. I play the piano. Friends call me Harry. Who am I?
Harry Truman.
No, Harry Jones.
But, Miss Allen...
Independence is a pretty big place, you know. And they play the piano like crazy there.
I give up. This is the most unmitigated example of bias and prejudice I've ever encountered.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, Mr. George Burns.
I'll have to admit you sure fixed it, Gracie.
Oh, George, you're the only winner. You'll get everything, refrigerators, cars, apartment houses.
Here comes the announcer to give me my loot.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Who Am I, the quiz program that's different. Yes, it's really different. This is the only quiz program on the air that doesn't give prizes.
Oh, no.
And now I know that tonight's winner, Mr. George Burns, feels like saying a few words.
Well, let's go, George.
But Mr. Burns would like to say a few words.
Just it. I know what the words are.
I'm glad we're home. 8 hours I've been beating my brains out on those quiz shows and not a sign of a refrigerator.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear, but I was so sure we... Oh, look, somebody left a note under our door.
Who's it from?
It's from Mr. Jenkins, the hardware man. He said, Dear Mrs. Burns, I had a cancellation on a new refrigerator and brought it over to you, but you weren't home, so I had to sell it. Oh, George, stop beating your head against the side of the house. You're knocking the paint off.
Join us again next week when we'll all be back. George Burns, Gracie Allen, Meredith Wilson and his orchestra, and yours truly, Bill Goodwin. Our guest, Eddie Cantor. The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show is written by Paul Henning and Keith Fowler. Until next Thursday, good night and good luck from the makers of Maxwell House, America's #1 preferred brand of coffee.
Always good to the last drop.
You think we'll ever get a new refrigerator, Gracie?
Oh, we don't need a new one now. Since you took the motor out on the old one to work on it, our old one really keeps things cold.
It does?
For sure. Now I've got room to put ice in it.
And now an important announcement. Because of the return to standard time next week, Maxwell House Coffee Time will come to you next Thursday evening, 1 hour later in many communities. To be sure of the exact time of broadcast, check your local papers. Get Bird's Eye. Get Bird's Eye Chicken a la King. Big, tender pieces of chicken with Bird's Eye green peas, mushrooms, and pimentos in rich, creamy gravy. A swell meat saver these days. And there's plenty in the stores now, so get Bird's Eye Chicken a la King tomorrow. But remember...
It can't be the same if it ain't got that name. Get Bird's Eye frosted food.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Another cup of Maxwell House coffee, George?
Sure. Pour me a cup, Gracie.
You know that Maxwell House is always good to the last drop.
And that drop's good, too.
Yes, it's Maxwell House Coffee Time, starring George Burns and Gracie Allen. With yours truly, Bill Goodwin, the music of Meredith Wilson and his orchestra, our happy postman, and our guest, Eddie Cantor. For your Thursday night comedy enjoyment, it's George and Gracie. And for your everyday coffee drinking enjoyment, it's Maxwell House. The coffee that gives you so much more for so little more that it's bought and enjoyed by more people than any other brand of coffee in the world. Yes, Maxwell House, the coffee that's always good to the last drop. Well, tonight we find George and Gracie just starting home from the neighborhood movie.
How'd you like the picture, Gracie?
I loved it. The way that Humphrey Bogart handles women.
Bogart's loaded with sex appeal, all right.
Yeah. You know, George, whenever I see him in person, he reminds me of you.
He does?
Uh-huh. He always says, how's George?
Bogey's my pal.
How did you like Lauren Bacall?
Dynamite. They're married, aren't they?
Yeah, but gee, they sure didn't act like it.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to Bogart someday.
What about?
Well, a man is naturally curious to know what it's like to be married to a gorgeous, seductive siren.
Well, I don't think our marriage is any of his business.
I'll quit while I'm ahead. Here comes our bus, Gracie.
No, George, let's not take the bus. Let's walk home through the park.
What for? It's late.
Well, it's a lovely night, and there's a bench in a lonely spot, and we could sort of cuddle like we used to.
Oh, honey. That's for a single person.
No, it isn't. It's much more fun when there's two.
I mean, we're married people. I'd feel silly.
Oh, I'll bet Humphrey Bogart walks through the park when Lauren Bacall wants him to.
I'm not Humphrey Bogart.
Well, what's the difference? You're both men. You're both flesh and blood. Just happens that you've got the flesh and he's got the blood.
Forget it.
Oh, please, George, let's walk through the park. I want you to be romantic, like Humphrey Bogart.
Every time I take you to a picture, you want me to act like the hero. Wish I'd seen a Lassie picture.
So do I. Then you'd love to walk through the park.
Well, I can see I'll never get home unless I do. Let's go.
Remember how we used to walk along here when you were courting me?
That's right.
You were a devil in those days, George.
I guess I was.
Right over there's the bench where we sat the first time you kissed me.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if the wood is still scorched.
I scorched the wood when I kissed you, huh?
Well, sure, you had to lay your cigar down.
Yes, always a gentleman. Hey, look. There's a bum asleep on our bench.
Oh, this bench is hard.
Light here is pretty dim, but I think it's Eddie Cantor.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Do you think this bum is the king of show business, the greatest comedian alive today, the man who makes millions laugh?
No, I think this bum is Eddie Cantor.
Look, George, I'll prove that you're wrong. I'll bend down real close to him and pretend that I'm a nurse.
A nurse?
Yeah, listen. It's another girl, Mr. Cantor.
Oh, no, not that.
George, you were right. It's Eddie.
Why, it's George and Gracie.
Oh, Eddie, thank goodness we found you. We won't let them put you in the poorhouse.
But, Gracie, I don't want you to...
show business is so cruel. To think after all these years they fired you from the Harry Von Zell program.
Gracie, let me explain.
It's nothing to be ashamed of, Eddie. It could happen to me.
It could. It should. I'm not down and out, George. I'm in trouble, but not that kind of trouble.
Well, what kind of trouble are you in?
My house is full of women.
Well, Eddie Cantor, at your age.
You see, they're my daughters, honey. They're my 5 daughters. I'm sleeping on a bench because there's no room for me in my own home.
But I thought most of your daughters were married and had their own places.
They did. But they got caught where the housing was short. They lost their leases and moved back in with me, families and all.
Oh, how sweet. You know the old saying, chickens come home to roost.
Yeah. So when I was young, I had to be in the wholesale poultry business.
Let's see what you mean, Eddie. Your place must have been packed.
Packed? Packed, he says. I've seen fewer relatives on a studio payroll.
Well, we won't let you stay here. Meredith Wilson lives next door to us, and he has a spare bed. I know he'd take you in.
That sounds wonderful, Gracie. Of course, I'll lose the $500 bonus I paid for this park bench.
Well, you see, Meredith lives alone. He's so bashful he's never proposed to a girl. Hey, I've got an idea that'll solve this housing shortage of yours permanently.
You have?
Well, sure. Marry one of your single daughters to Meredith Wilson. She'll move in with him, and you can move back into your own home.
Now, just a minute. As much as I want to go back home, I can't let my little girl marry just anyone. You don't do those things. I have to know all about this Meredith Wilson. Where is he from? What does he do? What's his background? What does he look like? How old is he?
Well, he's a man about...
That's enough. He'll do.
Yeah, she's bound to be happy with a man around.
Well, then it's all settled, Eddie. Tomorrow your daughter marries Meredith Wilson, and you have a place to live.
Gee, I hate to think of losing my daughter to that Wilson.
You do, Eddie?
Yeah. Now he'll get that pound of hamburger in her hope chest.
Well, come on, Eddie. Let's go see Meredith right now.
All right.
Meredith, I hate to wake you up so late, but I have an important question to ask you.
Well, that's all right, Gracie. What's the question?
Would you still like to get married?
I certainly would.
We'll meet Eddie Cantor.
Gee, I sort of planned on a woman.
Fine.
This I should have in my family.
Oh, no, Meredith. We thought one of his single daughters might be just the girl for you. He'll stay with you tonight and tell you all about her.
Oh, I'd like to hear about her. You will, son. You will. Yes.
And tomorrow we'll arrange a meeting. We love you, Meredith, and we're tired of people referring to you as that dope who can't get a wife.
Yeah.
You'll make as good a husband as any other dope.
You know, Meredith, comes the World Series every year, they ought to declare a national holiday or something.
Well, you won't find me disagreeing, Bill. Baseball being our national game, it seems only logical. Of course, anybody who can get to the World Series just naturally takes a holiday anyway.
And who's to blame them, Meredith? Who's to blame them? The color and excitement of the annual Baseball Classic has hearts beating faster from the sidewalks of Boston and St. Louis to the shores of Timbuktu. And the final score will be told and retold for endless years to come. Yes, the World Series really is a unique and thrilling part of the American scene. And that brings to mind how truly Maxwell House Coffee has come to be a part of the American scene, too. For just as baseball is this country's national game, so is coffee America's national drink. And it's a fact that more people buy and enjoy Maxwell House Coffee than any other brand at any price. Northeast, South, and West, it's Maxwell House wherever you go. Flavor tells this popularity story, of course. The rich, vigorous Maxwell House flavor that results from the masterful blending of these premium Latin American coffees. Manizales for mellowness. Medellins for richness. Other choice coffees for vigor. And Bucaramangas for full body. All of which means great coffee at its flavor peak. Starting now, why not enjoy the best in coffee drinking pleasure? It's yours for just a fraction of a penny more than you'd pay for the cheapest coffee sold. Simply say Maxwell House, the coffee that's always good to the last drop.
George, I could hardly sleep last night. I was so excited about Meredith Wilson marrying Eddie Cantor's daughter.
It'll certainly solve the housing shortage at Eddie's place. When his daughter moves in with Meredith, Eddie won't have to sleep on a park bench anymore.
Yes. You know, George, I think I'll tell Governor Warren that we've hit on the solution to the California housing shortage. More marriages.
California people need houses, all right.
You bet. Of course, a lot of them move over into Arizona during the rainy season.
California people?
No, houses.
Oh, hey, look, here comes Eddie. I wonder how he feels after spending a night with Meredith.
Iowa, what a beautiful name. Oh, good morning, Gracie. Hello, George.
Oh, hello, Eddie.
Well, Eddie, what do you think of Meredith?
Oh, that bashful musician. He's so shy he wouldn't even talk about getting married. All he did was talk about Iowa and play the flute. What is it?
You should have brought up the subject of your daughter.
I did. I said, Meredith, my boy, you and my daughter will make a great combination.
What did he say?
He said, I'm sure we will. What instrument does she play? To think I'm losing my daughter to such a man.
Oh, well, Eddie, don't feel that you're losing a daughter. Feel that you're gaining a son.
I'd rather feel that I'm losing a daughter. You know, seriously, I think my daughter Marilyn is the only girl in the world who could be happy with Meredith. She loves music.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yes, I think they might be perfectly mated. I'll call Marilyn and tell her the good news, huh?
Yeah.
And don't forget, Eddie, when she marries Meredith, you get her bed.
George, I'm thinking first of my daughter's happiness. The bed for me is... Hello? Oh, it's you, Marilyn. Good. Listen, honey. Daddy has wonderful news for you, yes? But first, that bed you're sleeping in, is that comfortable? Not as comfortable as Janet's? Put Janet on. Janet can learn to like music. She already took up the harmonica, sure.
Well, if Ida's bed is more comfortable than Janet's, you've got a problem on your hands.
Hello, Janet. Listen, honey. Daddy has a man for you. Isn't that wonderful? What do you care what he looks like? He's got everything a woman could ask for. He's got a house. These teenage girls are so silly.
Aren't we, though?
No, Janet, he's not too bright. No, he's not especially good looking. To be honest, he's a sort of a jerk. You'll consider it? It was good enough for your mother, it's good enough for you? Thank you, Janet. I'll call you later.
Well, it's practically set. Now all you have to do is get Meredith over her shyness long enough to propose.
Well, a romantic setting might do it. And fortunately, right in this room, we have the world's most romantic singer.
That's right. Oh, put your arms around me.
Oh, no, Eddie. I didn't mean you. I meant my husband, Sugar Throat.
Sugar Throat?
Yes.
They say that falling in love is wonderful. Wonderful, so they say.
Oh, that'll make Meredith propose.
Yeah, a thing like that can replace the shotgun.
Well, anyway, if we give Meredith just...
Hello, all.
Oh, well, come right in, Meredith. Mr. Cantor just spoke to your future wife, and by tonight you'll be a married man.
Gee, that's wonderful. Me, a husband.
Mm-hmm.
When will your daughter propose, Mr. Cantor?
You got this... She proposed... No. You propose. The man proposes.
Oh, no. I couldn't discuss anything that intimate with a woman.
What did I tell you?
I just get too embarrassed. During the war, when they had women clerks in the clothing stores, I had a terrible time.
You did?
Until Japan surrendered, I went without underwear.
This boy is dynamite.
Oh, we better forget about me getting married. I'll just go on with my career.
Oh, but Meredith, that can't replace marriage. On a cold night, you can't warm your feet on your career.
Well, I'm just too bashful, Gracie.
All you need is a little advice. Now listen, son.
Yes, Dad.
Never mind the dad. I'll explain all about getting married right from the beginning. First, the man and the woman go down to the city hall. They take out a marriage license, and the man pays for it.
He does? George!
I paid you back later.
Well, let's go ahead. After they've got the license, the man and woman go to a jewelry store and pick out a wedding ring, which the man also pays for.
He does? George!
You'll get it.
Now, Meredith, next comes the wedding ceremony. You stand up in front of a preacher, he pronounces the proper words, and then you kiss.
Even if he's a complete stranger?
Right, you kiss the bride.
Oh.
Now you're man and wife. You go home, and the groom carries the bride across the threshold.
George!
You were carried across.
Well, sure, but my mother did it.
Well, son, those are the first steps. After they're married, the man and woman settle down. The woman gives the orders, and the wife obeys.
She does? Gracie!
Well, so much for matrimony.
I thought so.
Run along home now, Meredith, and wait for your bride.
Goodbye, all.
Oh, Eddie, aren't they sweet together? Your daughter and your future son-in-law. Don't move or they'll know we're watching them through the window.
So far, there hasn't been much to watch, has there?
Well, he needs a little time to woo her.
Woo her, a fine wooing. For 15 minutes, he's been playing on his flute.
Well, I know, but he's getting bolder. The last chorus of Mother McCree was pretty hot.
Oh, yes. He's a ball of fire. Hey, now we're getting somewhere. Janet took the flute away from him.
Oh, yes, she's reaching for his hand.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll let her hold it. No, he's a little shy.
A little shy? He's hiding under the table.
Now she's coaxing him out.
Atta girl, Janet. Stay in there and fight, kid.
Oh, he's in the open. She's getting closer to him.
She's reaching for his hand. She touches it.
Whoops! Under the table again.
He's spends more time under the table than W.C. Fields.
Look, this time he came out all by himself without being coached.
What a man.
My goodness, now he's making advances. He's reaching his hand out.
Yeah, he's getting his nerve up. He makes a grab.
Oh, darn it, he grabbed the flute.
This I can't stand.
Oh, but Janet isn't giving up. She's moving in on him. She's backing him toward the sofa.
Corner him, kid. Corner him. Remember your mother.
She did it, Eddie. They're both sitting on the sofa.
But now we can't see them. The back of the sofa's to the window.
Oh, Donna, and I wanted to see him propose.
Wait, Gracie. We can't see it, but we can hear it if I open the window.
Oh, good. Open it wide and we'll listen as Meredith asks your daughter to be his bride.
Shh. Listen.
Oh, no!
Chiffon music with Meredith Wilson. If you were the only girl.
How did you come out, Eddie? Did Meredith propose?
No. Janet finally had to propose. But they're getting married this afternoon, and my housing problem is now solved.
Oh, yes. Janet will move in with Meredith. Eddie will move into Janet's room and won't have to sleep on the park bench anymore.
Good.
Oh, I'm glad I sent that telegram to Governor Warren. He'll be interested in the way I solve this housing problem.
Could I speak to someone for a moment, please?
Well, there he is, my boy. My flute-playing son-in-law.
Hello, Dad. I'm afraid I have a problem.
Problem? Look, if it's Petrillo, tell him all your kids will join the Musicians Union.
Well, no, it isn't that. You see, my brother Cedric and his wife just flew in from Mason City, Iowa for the wedding, and they've got no place to stay.
Oh, yes, I called them last night and told them that you were getting married. But this is no problem. They'll stay at your house, and you and Janet will take Janet's room, and Eddie... Uh-oh.
I'm back on the park bench. I'm a bum again.
How about taking our couch, Eddie?
Anything is better than the park bench. It wouldn't be so lonesome if the bench was in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Yeah. Then I'll be out in the cold with DeRocha and the rest of them bums.
Well, it's all settled then. Eddie takes the couch.
Hey, I just heard that Meredith's getting married to Eddie Cantor's daughter.
That's right, Bill.
Well, I dropped in to shake hands with the happiest guy in town. Put her there, Mr. Cantor.
Thanks.
No, Bill, I'll bet you wish some girl would marry you.
Are you kidding, Gracie? I've got girls sitting at home tearing their hair out waiting to marry me.
Well, why don't you marry one of them?
Who wants to marry a bald-headed dame? Meredith, congratulations.
Thanks, Bill.
If you want to know something, I really envy you, kid. I do. Just wait till that night of nights when you pace the floor in the hospital. What a thrill when the nurse comes rushing out and says, Mr. Wilson,
It's a cup of Maxwell House coffee. Huh? Well, those nurses are mighty understanding. They know that nothing hits the spot like a cup of Maxwell House. It's the very best in coffee-drinking pleasure, yet it costs but a fraction of a penny more per cup than the cheapest coffee sold.
Well, Bill, did I have a boy or a girl?
Well, you don't know yet, but now the doctor comes rushing out.
What does he say?
He says, hey, I smelled that Maxwell House coffee. How about a cup? You see, Meredith, the careful selection and blending of choice Latin American coffees plus radiant roasting give Maxwell House that famous flavor. So naturally, the doctor wants some.
But, Bill, the baby, what about the baby?
Well, when he grows up, he can enjoy Maxwell House, too. It's so wonderful that it's bought by more people than any other brand at any price. So insist on Maxwell House, always good to the last drop.
Bill, you got to tell me, was the baby a boy or a girl?
A girl.
Gee, I wanted all my kids to be boys.
What, and have Cantor shoot himself? Well, so long, everyone. Oh, by the way, I invited the sponsor and his wife to the wedding. They couldn't find a hotel room, so I told them they could stay with you, Gracie. Goodbye.
More people to find room for? Now what do we do?
Oh, well, don't worry, George. It's really very simple. The sponsor and his wife will take Meredith's house. Meredith's brother and his wife will sleep on our couch.
Both of them on one couch?
Well, Iowa people are very friendly.
Oh, sure. They're friends, yes, pals.
Yeah, so they'll take the couch. Meredith and Janet will take Janet's room, and Eddie will...
Not the bench again.
Oh, I'm afraid so. Wait a minute. If I change the combinations, everything will work out fine.
You sure?
Oh, it's very simple, George. Meredith and his bride will take our bedroom. The sponsor will take our couch.
By himself?
By himself.
Of course.
You and Meredith's brother will stay at Meredith's house. The sponsor's wife and Meredith's brother's wife will stay in Janet's room. And Eddie will...
I know. Look, I'm getting splinters sliding on and off that bench.
Gracie, where do you sleep?
Oh, my goodness, I'm out, too.
Find your own bench.
Well, now, if I can just find a woman who lives alone for me to stay with. Let's see now. Who do I... Excuse me, I'll get it.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Burns. Here's your mail.
Oh, Mr. Postman, would you do me a great big favor?
What is it?
Well, would you mind leaving your wife just for one night? Well, I'm glad you feel that way. I'd like to spend the night with her because there's a pile-up of people here. You see, Meredith Wilson is getting married.
Oh, he's so young to suffer. Don't let him do it.
Oh, he's marrying a very nice girl, Eddie Cantor's youngest daughter.
Really?
Yes. Meredith is getting the fifth.
Well, if he's smart, he'll drink every drop of it. Well, I hope you spend a quiet night with my wife. Goodbye, Mrs. Burns. Remember, keep smiling.
Well, I found a place to stay. The postman is moving out of his house tonight, so I can stay with his wife.
Where does the postman sleep?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh, well, it's very simple.
Yes, it's simple.
Yeah, we'll just double up a little. George and the sponsor will share the couch. The sponsor's wife and Meredith's brother's wife will take our room. Meredith and his bride will move back into his house. The postman and Meredith's brother will take Janet's room. I'll stay with the postman's wife, and Eddie will...
Just a little more time on the bench, and I'm eligible for the Supreme Court.
Hello? Who? Oh, Governor Warren? Oh, you are. Oh, well, don't worry. We'll take care of you. Goodbye, your governorship.
That was the governor?
Oh, yes. He and his wife came down to study my housing plan, and they can't find a place to stay. But I told them that we'd take care of them.
How?
Well, it's really very simple. The governor and his wife...
Wait a minute, Gracie. To save time, let's take it from the other end. Eddie's on the bench. Now take it from there. Go on.
Well, you're wrong, Eddie. I'll work it out so no one is on the bench. Now, listen. The sponsor and his wife will take our couch. The governor's wife and Meredith's brother's wife will stay with the postman's wife. Meredith's brother will stay with the...
bench is hard. Please, Mr. Cantor, lie still. You've kicked me off the bench 3 times now.
Please, fellas, let's have a little quiet in the park.
Hey, will you pipe down?
Yeah, the governor's trying to get some sleep.
Join us again next week when we'll all be back. George Burns, Gracie Allen, Meredith Wilson, and yours truly, Bill Goodwin. The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show is written by Paul Henning and Keith Fowler. Until next Thursday, good night and good luck from the makers of Maxwell House, America's #1 preferred brand of coffee.
Always good to the last drop.
Well, your plan fell through, Gracie. Meredith and Eddie's daughter decided not to get married.
Yes, Meredith is going ahead with his career, though. Tomorrow night he starts his own radio program.
Well, it's just as well. A man that bashful should never get married.
Yeah, you're right. He'd probably have 15 or 16 bashful children.
Good night.
Get Bird's Eye. Get Bird's Eye peas. They're delicious. Actually as tender and dewy fresh as peas right out of the garden. A big work saver, too. They're all ready to cook. And so thrifty. 1 box serves 4 people. Equals 2 pounds of peas in the pod. There's plenty in the stores, so get Bird's Eye peas tomorrow. And remember...
It can't be the same if it ain't got that name. Get Bird's Eye frosted foods.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.